It's the Bob and Tom Show.
That's why he's my man. I love you, honey.
That's a take, Becky. Great job.
Okay. Are we done?
Yeah, hey, what's wrong?
Oh, well, I wish I could sing more like Stevie Nicks.
You know, Becky, you can sing just like Stevie Nicks with the new Bob and Tom Sing Like Stevie Nicks kit. Here, Becky, give it a try.
It's a pair of nose plugs and a dildo.
Yeah, go ahead. Put the nose plugs on your nose.
You mean like this?
That's perfect.
Okay. What's the dildo for?
Turn on the vibrating dildo. Hold the vibrating dildo against your throat while you sing, and you sound just like Stevie Nicks. Guys, we haven't forgotten about you. Would you like to sound like Bob Dylan during his famous Nashville Skyline period? Put on your nose clips, grab a harmonica, drop your trousers, and mid-song, cram the vibrator up your...
My big brass bed, that's where I like to lay. Hey,
It's for Bob and Tom Enterprises. The Sing Like Stevie Nicks kit with the Bob Dylan bonus package. And act now and get the Stevie Nicks car alarm. It's the Sing Like Stevie Nicks kit. Shawl, witch's hat, and Coke spoon sold separately. Double donger available for duets. Clamp nose clips on nutsack and move like Joe Cocker. From Bob and Tom Enterprises, a division of Frigamall Industries.
Did I hear double donger in that? I think I did. Good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Check. 1, 2.
Yes.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, man. In for Josh Arnold, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello. Lots of soccer in sports today. Got soccer coming out of my ears. Soccer, Tom.
Look how excited Tom is.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe tennis, maybe.
Tennis.
Well, Wimbledon. is,
Yeah,
absolutely.
soccer. Okay.
You know,
Soccer's pretty
England,
popular.
they really don't celebrate 4th of July.
No.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, Canada doesn't either.
I guess they wouldn't.
They had their thing last week, right?
Canada Day?
Canada Day.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
I think so, yeah.
I know they do Boxing Day, just like England.
What is Boxing Day?
The day after Christmas, you box everything up and return it or send it back.
Ah, okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's called Boxing Day.
Not pugilistic.
No, they don't.
Celebrate pugilistic dementia.
Beat the hell out of your neighbor.
Hey, he's still drooling. We got hit a little hard.
Anyway, the USA lost, and people are losing their minds. So they're out of the current, I want to get the name right, Copa America. That's right, the Copa America tournament. Copa America. Guess who this is singing? You. Close.
I can't figure it out.
I think I know, but I don't want to say it.
It's Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
Oh, wow.
And he's playing all the instruments.
During COVID he did this, right?
Yeah. During COVID, he lost his mind and did Copacabana.
It's a treat. It's
Man,
a real
he's
treat.
great, isn't
Yeah, I
he?
know.
He's something else. And then
Nothing he can't do.
here are some fans after the USA losing last night.
They lost their spirits so quickly.
It really did happen fast. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So what is this tournament I'm supposed to?
1-0. Hey, dude, all I know is it's being played in Kansas City and Hard Rock Stadium. And
It sounds like it's a soccer tournament that all the American countries take in, all the North, South, and Central American countries.
That's it.
Is this like the Pan Am Games? Or
Sounds like that, yeah.
I know Uruguay beat the USA last night 1-0.
Because isn't there another tournament going on now over in Europe?
Yeah, European.
So this is maybe their competition.
Maybe
for
we
that.
should play.
This makes me want to talk about the NBA draft. This is so boring.
Maybe we should talk about pissing outside because the European Cup.
Really?
There's a cup for it.
But what
I like maybe the Copa again.
What are you giving that joke?
Yeah, well.
The Copa again? Yeah.
I love that song.
Fun song.
It's a story. I like a good story song, like the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Well,
That's a sadder
is
story, really.
nonsense.
The Edmund Fitzgerald, huh?
Don't say it. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
That's a good one. Also in the NBA yesterday, Jason Tatum signed a new contract.
Well, Jason Tatum.
They call him the Tater. It's unbelievable. He fumbles his own joke.
I still can't. Every time you say that, I think of Jason Statham.
Really?
Every
Sure you do.
single
Yeah,
time.
but
Which is a good thing for you, right?
To be fair, you always
Getting a little
think of
humid
Jason.
south of the border, if you will.
Makes me go a little tingly.
He's not bald, he's not British, but he's really good at basketball.
Makes mama.
And you, excuse me, I'm sorry
What?
to interrupt. You're not a fan of the bald guys in general.
Not in general, but that guy.
You like really long hair on a guy, right?
No beards,
Used
right?
to. Now I don't.
Oh,
Good
Can you
save.
get? What's it?
Andy?
Tony?
Andy.
I thought it was Randy.
It's not
Andy.
Anthony.
No, it's
Son of a
Andy.
bitch.
I thought it was Andre.
Well,
Andrew, actually.
maybe if some of us had been invited to the wedding, we'd remember his name.
Oh,
Sure.
jeez. If I had invited you, you wouldn't have come.
Of course not.
I appreciate you not inviting
You're
me.
welcome.
Thank
That's
you.
what I
You know
would
that
think.
that's the key right there.
Right.
No one wants to go to anybody's
That's why
wedding
I-
but their own.
I have learned.
Hang on a
Didn't even
second.
want to go to that one.
I was just going to say, Judge,
I shouldn't have showed up.
Hey now,
we have an interesting story.
Jason Tatum,
Wait,
$314
hang on a
million
second. Let me interrupt your incredibly
max
boring.
extension. Yeah.
We have a really fascinating story about the looks of people who couple up.
Yeah.
And it's something you I've always sort of sensed this, but it's now been
Proven, so to speak.
quantified to a degree with some fake pseudoscience. But I'm sorry, back to the NBA. What were you saying?
5-year extension, $314 million.
Oh, that poor man. What's he gonna do?
Here's something interesting, though. $314 million. Jason Tatum.
They call him the Tater.
He signed. In 2002, the current owners of the Boston Celtics bought the entire team for $360 million. I'll just let that sit there for a little bit.
Man.
They just paid Tatum, the Tater, $314 million. More
making
sports
money.
coming up. Oh, yeah.
His whole house could be a water park.
Yeah, it could.
His whole house could be made out of tater tots with that amount of money.
And constantly be changing
Yes.
the tater tots out.
Jeff,
You could eat a few, and then
Yeah.
they come in.
Jeff, I have a feeling that if you get a lot of money, we're all going to figure out pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. There'll be signs. Yeah.
Are we going to get? Are you going to be one of those guys that wins the lottery and 2 years later broke?
Oh, yeah.
No,
That's me,
I
baby.
dealt with some of those at my old job, and it was sad.
Well, I think both Christy and I had the.
Yeah, I had that.
I had the lottery winner neighbor.
I had the lottery winner neighbor as well.
Who
20 million they went through.
this guy, every relative of there were they slept there. They parked on the street
Yep.
constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Never- but-
gunfire a couple of times.
Never cut their lawn.
Yeah.
Well, one of the winners won like $1 million before taxes, and then bought like $500,000 worth of new cars for their family.
That's it.
And you're like, oh, they're going to be broke next
Right.
year. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Or the best was they bought a $700,000 house. And instead of just paying cash for it, they just put down the minimum. That way it got repossessed a year later instead of being able to sell it and get the money for it.
See, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's just smart.
That's lottery.
That's just investing.
We
is what
actually
that
have.
is.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it was nothing. I was just being an idiot.
No, you're not. We have a lottery story coming up, basically. About what happens when you win the lottery.
It's dietary. Fascinating story. It's really fun, actually.
Do you make tater tot casserole at your house?
No.
Oh, Jeff.
How do you do that?
I'm going to change your life, my friend.
Oh, my kids are going to love that.
What about corn casserole? I like.
I love corn casserole, too. I have,
Wait a
do
minute.
that.
What's corn casserole?
It's an Ohio treat.
You take
Cornbread.
condensed milk and sugar and all sorts of
I
things.
don't-
Oh, yeah.
What?
I use Jiffy cornbread mix
That's what I
and
use.
cream corn and regular corn and sour cream.
Maybe
Yeah.
sour cream instead of condensed milk.
Yeah. Oh, it's yummy.
Corn, one of the funniest of foods.
Why?
I don't know.
It stays in. The Iron
Because it
Man.
goes out the way it came in.
The digestion issue's funny. The fact that it hangs out with his friends, I like that. It's always with his buddies.
But have you ever looked and you're like, it's been a week and a half since I had corn.
Mm-hmm.
How is it just now presenting itself?
That's a callback for corn.
However,
It's like a good tag on a joke.
It's a very funny food.
corn is hollowed out. The inside's gone, but
Okay,
the
now
husk remains.
I want to do a very quick test.
Yeah.
And Willie and I were having dinner the other night, and I said to him, we were talking about great food, of course, while eating.
You guys were having. What was the occasion?
Just having dinner.
Just hanging out.
And I just said, the best thing I've eaten, remember, you know the answer to this. I said, the best thing I've eaten in the last 5 years was
I know what it is.
Street corn
The
down
Mexican
in
corn in
Texas.
Texas.
street corn in Austin. I'm serious.
You weren't even having dinner with him.
No,
when you knew
but
that.
I know.
Street,
is how it happens,
street
man.
corn in Austin. Now, let me finish. Let me go around there. What's the best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years, Jeff
Oh,
Oskey?
jeez.
And by the way, no jokes about your lady friend. I knew you'd like to plug that right now.
That's
That
what I was gonna
situation's a
say.
little-
I'd like to plug it.
a little
That's
dicey.
fair. Can I make jokes about Jeff's lady friend? Is
Yes.
that fair? Okay, cool.
Best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years. Seriously. I mean, like,
I can't pronounce Bulgogi?
Bukkake?
Bulgogi.
Yeah, that's
Bulgogi.
You nailed it.
Beef bulgogi.
Right through me.
bukkake. That's what you shampoo with, right?
I think it's a Korean dish. Beef
Yes, it's-
I've never
Bulgogi.
done it where one of the guys steps up. I don't know about that.
What's it called? Bugatti? Wasn't that a car?
That Bugatti is a car. Very nice, by the way.
What
Yeah,
is it?
super nice.
It's some Korean thing?
Yeah, pronounce it for me, Willie.
Bulgogi.
No, it's Bulgogi.
Beef bulgogi.
Where's Eddie? He's Korean.
Chris,
That's not true.
Eddie's Filipino.
He's something.
They're all in the ocean somewhere.
You know, Eddie for the longest time has figured out how he can sue us. Now we have it. When we come back, we'll discuss the best thing we've had. Ace, do you want to give anything you want to throw in there real quick? Best thing you've had in the last 5
I'm
years?
think right now.
Okay, you think
Did you
about
more
it.
beef stew?
It's got to
He
be.
doesn't get out much.
Right now, I want to talk about great food and how do you make it on that Weber grill. By the way, we have an interesting story about grilling coming up in the news. But right now, let's talk about the serious business of Weber grills. I keep getting emails. I should probably grab some of these about people who have like their grandfather's classic Weber grill still working out there, and they've got more than just those old ones. They got some great new stuff because technology has finally hit the world of grilling. How about the Weber Searwood pellet grill? You can smoke, roast, and sear all on the same grill. You go from low and slow on the smoke boost mode. That'll keep it at about 180 degrees, or you crank it up to 600 degrees. Well, these burgers are going to take that seriously. Yeah. Get the full great sear zone from Weber. You can put more food on the flame, and the food is going to look as good as it tastes. By the way, this grill gets hot in 15 minutes. Cleanup is extra easy. You'll cook on 2 levels at the same time, so you can make enough for everybody because everyone wants to come to your place for that great food you're making them. You can also add a heavy-duty rotisserie or a rust-resistant griddle insert. That means pancakes Sunday morning. So get fired up with your new Weber Searwood pellet grill. Their spokesman, of course, is...
That's right, Tom. Welcome. It's Clint Searwood.
Hey, Clint, how many pancakes you going to make Sunday?
Well, I forgot if it was 5 or 6 and all the confusion.
Thank you very much.
And by the way, if you want a guarantee buy a toaster, okay? It's a Clint Eastwood quote.
Not sure what that means.
Yeah.
I'll get fired up with the Weber Searwood Pellet Grill. You'll learn more, of course, at Weber.com, Weber, Weber.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. When we come back, the best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years, and a review of some of the things we learned yesterday. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when two comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Tom's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Tom's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella stick's precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin, cheese curds and brats. Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to the show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far. Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with the cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's
long and visit bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom and Tom.
With Christy Lee and Chick McGee. You guys rock. Christy Lee's got nice rack.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, we'll do Sexy Time with comedian Allie Breen.
My girlfriend has male friends that she kisses on the lips. To be fair, she does kiss a lot of people on the lips, including her dad, but that kind of creeps me out, too.
Back in the day, kiss your daddy on the lips?
Oh, no, well done. Why'd you have to say it like that?
That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Getting all geared up for the 4th of July. Now, Tom, are you all set with when you're going to go see the fireworks? Because you've had trouble in the past with the 4th of July
it's because
presentation.
This country has so many problems in our country, and one of them is not having the 4th of July fireworks on the 4th of July.
Apparently, July 1st worked.
Yeah.
I don't know about your house.
No kidding.
But
man.
I'm glad you've got the eye on the ball for the serious problems in this country.
Yeah.
I think this is, it indicates other issues that we do have.
Does he know the story where you went and were surprised at how much parking you had?
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
Yeah. That's because they used to shoot them off right across the street.
Yeah, of course.
So one 4th of July, got Willie and the kids in the car.
Yeah, you did.
Drove
you
over
were there.
Oh, yeah.
Drove over there and thought, this is great because usually it's impossible to park. I'd park here at the station, walk everybody over. This is tremendous. We must have gotten here early. And I found out that they'd shot off the fireworks the day before. I missed them.
Oh. That'd have been the 3rd.
July 3rd.
Yeah, apparently I saw something about the weekend.
But it was Saturday, though, right? Or something like
whatever.
that.
Yeah, this is a thing now that it's. I don't approve of this.
Tom, where do you stand on this big controversy the past few years of drones versus real fireworks?
Oh, I'm okay with both, but it's fun, and I'm a big fan. I really enjoy fireworks.
I like shooting fireworks at the drones. That's fun.
That's fun.
They should tell you about the drones because I saw them for the first time and I didn't know those existed.
Mm-hmm.
Freaked me out.
Yeah.
New technology, really scary. Doesn't seem real.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. But I think we're talking about, obviously the Revolutionary War, the Constitution, and I think it's important to remember that had the French not stepped in and helped us back in the Revolutionary War days, we'd be speaking English today.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, I see what you did.
That's the old speaking German joke.
Queen's English.
Modified to fit the.
You don't think Marquis de Lafayette had ulterior motives? They wanted something. They had a lot going on over there.
Have you watched that Franklin show?
I did. I liked it a lot.
I did too.
I liked watching Michael Douglas pretend to be Ben Franklin.
I know.
Everyone
great.
else has accents. Michael Douglas.
No, no.
Just Michael Douglas. The whole time I think, we're going to go to the quantum realm, Scott. We got to get out of here.
You know, if you want to see Michael Douglas act up a storm,
Liberace.
Behind the candelabra. I'm telling you, he's amazing.
Really?
He does Liberace's voice, and it doesn't seem like a cartoon. He's an amazing performance. Just amazing.
Now, we were talking about food, and we'll get to some other stuff.
Plus, Lee was one of my favorites. You know that.
Yeah, of course. What was your favorite food you've eaten in the last 5 years? Just one thing, real quick. And Jeff, you said it was bukkake. What was it again?
Bulgogi.
Bulgogi.
Which Eddie, our Korean correspondent, has told me that stands for, the bul stands for fire, and the gogi stands for meat. It stands for fire meat.
So where'd you eat this?
At a Korean restaurant here.
Oh, really? Okay, nice. Okay, good.
Eddie takes me there. He knows people.
No Coke? Is it no-co or so-co?
It's
Noka.
It's no east.
No,
Like it's in like a really bad strip mall. It's everything you want.
no, but I mean, it's the food, North Korean or South Korean?
I'm not smart enough to know that, Tom.
Probably
guessing.
South Korean.
Well, if it's North Korean, the way to tell is a very small portion.
Very.
Yeah.
I see. Best thing you've eaten in the last 5 years, Christy?
Probably this chicken lemon pasta dish with basil and it's so good.
From
So
a
good.
restaurant?
No, I make it at home actually.
Oh, well.
It sounds
You
like
do?
Yes.
Funny, we've never had it brought in here, have we?
It's actually, I can taste it now. I'll have to make it for dinner tonight. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Willie?
Best thing I've had in a restaurant, sushi. Best thing I've made was a breakfast sandwich.
Oh.
Really good breakfast sandwich.
Nice.
Bacon and ham. Made a little sour cream aioli going on.
What?
Yeah, sour cream, cream cheese, mayo. I'm cutting chives in there.
What's it on?
I'm getting crazy.
What's your base?
Martin's potato roll. Toast that up with a little mayo on there.
That sounds very good.
Takes an hour and a half to make.
Dean Martin? Is that
Oh, yeah. Dean Martin.
Oh, that's the scotch on the side. Chick McGee, best thing you last time.
I'm trying to think. Well, other than our cook, our chef, staff chef, Jess Hooker, she makes a mean lasagna. I know that. I like that very much.
That turkey loin that we had.
She'll bring that in.
That's up there for me. When they brought that special turkey that tasted like steak.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Okay.
incredible.
Was that okay?
That's her sauce is crazy great.
Ace, have you figured it out?
Last week we tried a new Cajun sports bar, and they had a great gumbo. But,
that's delicious.
Making it home, I did a killer pizza earlier this year.
Got a letter here.
A pizza.
Anticipating
Ace
that.
pizza.
It says, hey, Tom, the best thing Ace had in the last 5 years, probably free pizza from you. We got to save all those coupons. Okay. So they saw that coming, Ace. Now, we have some...
What about you?
What about me?
Mexican street corn.
No one cares about you, Pat. That's why you're in the other room.
Hey, Bukaki, you shut up.
Pat, what's yours, man?
I care.
King crab at Tracy's in Alaska. In the last 5 years, that was amazing.
Whoa!
And with hot butter, I'll clarify, clarified butter.
Would you go right down to the shore and reach down and grab them and throw them in the fire?
It was amazing.
But you can't eat that anymore because you're vegan.
I know, but that was the best meal in the last 5 years.
Oh, come on! You should be able to eat fish.
I'll fly up and cheat. No one will catch me.
Yeah.
I think if you catch the fish yourself, you should be able to eat it.
That's a good point.
Right? Mm-hmm. Catch the crab yourself.
But you have to eat it bear style. Just right off the side of it.
That was pretty good. We caught, in Canada, we caught some slimy fish. I'm not sure what they were, but
most
they look
fish
like
have a
snake, but these were real slimy.
Pike?
And we could have been pike, and we chopped them up, and we had a big cast iron pot with lard in it. We just threw the fish in there.
All right.
And we dunked some of them in breadcrumbs and threw them in.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was great.
Oh,
I had some Canadian beer. I'm not sure what.
Molson?
Kikkoman or something. Kiko? No, that's soy
That's
sauce.
soy sauce.
Boy, you're easy to please.
Yeah, I like soy sauce in my beer.
Kikkoman is salty, but it
Gives it a tang.
I see. Now, it's time to review some of the things we learned in yesterday's
somebody
show.
from Canada will help me out. There's a beer in Canada that starts with a K that's really good, and I'll remember it here soon. Don't worry. We had Molson, but the other stuff's better, I think. Time now for things we learned yesterday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. I got my blood pressure taken over the weekend, and it was great.
Nice.
As it says here in parentheses, when it was taken, it was great. I think he's trying to tell me something. I don't know what's going on there. Jeff Oskey went to the doctor and had a young female doctor.
Yeah.
And Oskey said she was too hot to touch his junk.
No, too hot and too young. Like, I just felt bad for her of the career she chose, that she had to look at my stuff.
Jeff, I had someone have to look at my stuff, and I get in there, and I'm already thinking this is so awkward. I hate this. And she goes, by the way, there's an assistant today. There's like a young student who's going to help you. So I had the oldest woman in the world and like a 21-year-old. It felt so illegal. It felt like my grandma and my cousin were looking at it. It was terrible.
Gross.
I know. I hate it.
They ever do that at the whorehouse? They bring in the madam on someone who's a trainee
to consult?
No, to just like
this is like when you go to a restaurant. They go, "Oh, we're training a new waitress today."
They got to train the new girl.
It's an apprenticeship, like union plumbers. That makes sense.
I don't think you can just dive into something like that. They got to show you the ropes.
I would think.
You know my classic story, right?
Of a whorehouse?
No, when he had his pee-pee worked on.
Thank you, Christy.
You have your pee-pee worked on?
You know this story.
I don't know this story.
I was living in Orlando, and I had an issue, and so I went up to. I went north to see a
Alaska?
Qualified physician. And the larger point is they had to do this procedure to the male member, if you will.
Oh, wait a minute. What was the procedure? Like, was it invasive?
It'll come up in the story here.
Okay.
So it involved a what's it called? Urologist.
Yes.
Okay.
But it was done. Had to be done at a hospital in the operating theater, and I do mean theater. Just like in the movies. You ever see the one where they do the operate and they're like bleachers?
Sure.
Yeah.
Up high.
In the round.
So you were in the teaching hospital.
Yeah, it was a major
medical school.
In any event, so before I went in, the doctor who I'd met for 10 minutes, because I'd had the original analysis, whatever you call it, diagnosis done in Orlando, with a doctor who, incidentally, I swear to God, this guy's name, I can't say his name, it's too funny. I was doing the consultation. He had played college basketball, and he was about 6'8" and had hands the size of a basketball. Needless to say, the procedure that I had done that day did involve insertion.
No wonder you talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
Right up the old...
I've never heard from him again. No flowers. No. In any event, so the doctor says to me, he goes, "Do you mind if I bring a class in?" And I should mention that I was in my sort of I was in my mid to late 20s at the time. Because, "Do you mind if I bring a class in?" And I said no. And then they wheel me in this thing, and you have to stay awake for this procedure. Mm-hmm. And it's it's sort of the genital equivalent of sword swallowing. And they put this tube in there it's like more like a hose. And by the way, this was before they'd perfected apparently the micro camera. And then I swear it was like an early sports bar. They had the cameras hanging from the VTRs, whatever they're called, the television sets hanging from the ceiling, and all these people. But he brings in the class, and there she was from my 6th grade. From Mrs. Irby's class.
Whoa.
A young lady that I'd gone to elementary school with was now a...
and you recognized her.
Like,
yeah.
The second you guys made eye contact.
Hi, Ann. Long time no see. Would you like to meet? And, of course, as anyone knows, when you have that kind of procedure, no matter how gifted one may be, it retreats.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other thing was they had to on the TV screens they did have a camera on it, and again it was before they'd perfected the microscopic cameras. They're in there, and the doctor's going, "Okay, now you see this thing? Oh yeah, no, we're gonna have to cut that off."
What?
Inside.
Inside.
Oh. Not inside.
Yeah.
It's too big. We gotta take it down.
Well, while I was there, they asked me if I wanted to make a donation. It's kind of like Locks for Love, but
that starts with the C.
Yeah. But no, it's absolutely true.
So was the camera they used the one they used to put the VHS tape in?
Yeah, I think so. It was proof. But and the whole time you're looking at it and commenting, and then
so you're awake for all of this?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They didn't give you any numbing?
Oh, I'm sure they did, but the whole thing was incredibly humiliating. And
when my son was born, there's sometimes tearing or whatever.
Yes.
And afterwards, they're like, we have to do some stitching. And same thing, teaching hospital. In walks George Clooney. Do you mind if I have some of the residents join? In walks 9 young George Clooney's with them, and they're just semicircled around my lady's business. And all have like 2 days of growth.
Aww.
They are just Willie.
My
They're
type.
beautiful men. Yes, they are gorgeous men.
Losing sex.
And they are just around my lady's stuff. And I was so like, well, I guess if they got to see it, I want them to see it tore up.
Yeah.
Like I don't want them going home. And,
right now, she's still got a little blubber on her.
Yeah, exactly. But it
Still
was
got a
very disconcerting as the dad, like seeing all these dudes.
I guess I got good news and bad news.
Yeah?
We can go home now. That's the bad news. The good news is you've got the line of the day. They can see it, but I'd like them to see it torn up.
I believe you see all tore up.
All tore up.
I think he put a little spice on it.
I did that. Check that out.
Well, no, the baby did that. But
little flavor. Oh, yeah. Don't credit me.
Yeah.
That damn baby did that.
Wow. So your blood pressure's good? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Also, the beer I was thinking of in Canada was Kokanee beer. That's right. Kokanee. Kokanee beer.
Can you get that in the USA?
You cannot. And I think it's probably illegal to have it here. You know, they have
start smuggling it in.
They have. That's a great idea. They have.
I mean, I know that
along the side of the
Canadian
road,
borders, I guess, pretty well protected.
They have officials on the side of the road when you come back through Canada, go in the United States. They check your coolers to see what kind of fish you're bringing back into the United States. They're serious about catching a certain size fish.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Sure.
Yeah.
They don't want you to bring back live invasive species.
I was hiding minnows in my mouth, but they didn't ask me.
That's a good place to hide them.
If you ever hear anybody say they're in the import-export business, do you immediately think they're doing something wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right?
Drug dealer.
Yeah, something.
I don't know if they're doing something wrong, but I definitely think they're up to something.
Thank you.
Human trafficking, you know.
Yeah.
No, not that bad.
That's right.
We do have.
I was thinking importing
Put them
beer
in the
from
containers
Canada.
and forget to put a hole in the top.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
Thank you. That's very helpful. they get all tore up, if you will. We have an interesting smuggling story coming up this morning that I don't get. I don't understand how it happened, but it's we'll find out about that. What else have you got over there?
I've got. I did ask Tom. I've forgotten about this, but I remember saying this. I did ask Tom to go skinny dipping with me yesterday.
You did.
And as it says here, you ignored my request.
I don't remember hearing it. Where were you going to go skinny dipping?
Well, that's...
Remember, he only listens half the time.
You leave that up to me. All I need is a hard yes from you.
He has a pool. You could swim in his pool.
We could skinny dip in your pool.
Yes.
Can you imagine you and me naked in your pool, and here comes the missus?
Yeah, take a bunch of photographs.
That's right.
Put them on our social media.
Tom, oh my God!
And here's the thing: we're both treading water, holding up our bathing suits. That would almost be worth doing.
You tell me that doesn't spell fun.
Well, if you're going to skinny dip in my pool, you're going to have to go and take a very serious shower before you get in. I want you to scrub any ass matter.
Do you make everyone shower
cleft.
before they get in the pool?
Not clean adults and children. But,
He's insinuating you're not very clean.
Well, if you have any sort of goings-on like that at your home, yes.
Can we do another around the horn?
Sure.
Let's start with Willie.
Okay.
Last time you skinny dipped?
Man, I don't know. I definitely skinny dipped one time when I was 14, drinking with my brother and my sister, and then I got naked and jumped in the lake.
Drinking? This makes me sound like the great dad that I am.
Yeah, it was fun. Got naked, jumped in the lake, told my sister's best friend that I loved her. You know, classic 14-year-old stuff.
Which lake?
The lake Mom used to live at. That lake. The one around here.
Right over here?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Last time I skinny dipped, I don't know the year, but The Hangover the first one with Bradley Cooper and Ed Helms. And the first one was smuggled to us on the boat on a video, VHS. It had just come out, but we had an advanced copy of it. That was the year.
Were you on a houseboat?
You were on a houseboat.
Oh, yeah.
Were there ladies involved?
You know what? Yes, there was a lady involved.
I have one more skinny dip story. Me and my friend Mark, we were going to go skinny dipping, and there was this young, beautiful girl, and she was just like, hey, guys, let's all go skinny dipping. It was her idea. And then out loud, my friend Mark just goes, play it cool, Mark.
You know, I would guess you would kind of lose your inner monologue.
Mark's a suave guy.
Somebody. Be cool, Mark. Be cool.
Play it cool, buddy. Play it cool. We got this.
Mr. Oskay?
Oh, I've never skinny dipped.
Really? Pat Godwin?
Jamaica a long time ago, Negril, hedonism.
Nice.
Resort.
How did I know you'd attend hedonism?
Oh, it was the prude side, not the nude side.
But you took your clothes off.
Still got
3
naked.
a.m. liquored up. Yeah, sure.
In the ocean?
No.
In the pool?
In the pool, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Skinny dip in the ocean at night. Yeah, shark bait. Get it lopped right off. Christy Lee, of course.
I've never done it.
Ace?
It's been over 10 years.
Oh, well, that's fine.
But the pool was in my hotel room, so.
The pool was in your hotel room?
Were you at the Sybaris?
Yes, I
Oh, you may want to get checked.
We've at last met someone who went to one of those hotels.
I mentioned that before.
I had no idea.
Had the water slide.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Holy God.
Time now to check in with this announcement from Chick McGee.
Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. You know, according to the FBI, most break-ins happen in broad daylight and spike, yes, during the summer hours when more homes sit unattended and the days are longer. That's why we all recommend Simply Safe Home Security, the only security company I trust to protect my compound, offering me peace of mind whether I'm home or away. Here's why I love it. Fast Protect monitoring and live guard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. And get a load of this, can even see and talk to intruders to stop them in their tracks. And no long-term contract you can cancel at any time. Pricing transparent and affordable at less than $1 a day with no hidden fees. It's easy to install and activate your Simply Safe
I got a quick
system
Simply Safe story.
in less than an hour, or choose to have a pro do it for you. Yes, Tom.
So I'm walking the dogs, and it's early in the evening, and my neighbor's garage is open, and I happen to know that they were elsewhere at an event. So I got a hold of his wife, and I said, "Hey, your garage door's open. Do you want me to go close it?" She goes, "Oh yeah." So she gives me the code, and I go up to the garage to close it, and I've got the dogs with me, and all of a sudden this voice goes, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Oh, they had a Simply Safe. And they
Yes.
saw you, and they're talking to you.
Scared them. And I said, your wife wants me to close your garage. It's open. Oh, thanks, God. Thank you, God. You're the best. You're the best. Thanks, God.
Isn't that nice? See?
It's that's how it works.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I could talk to my dogs out in the backyard. Hey, put that down. Don't chew on that.
You should do it like one of those Michael Rennie movies of the 50s with that voice, that narrative.
I think Michael Rennie made one, The Day the Earth Stood
Well,
Still.
the greatest one of all time.
I think.
Aliens, stand back to your dogs.
Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Coming up, we got all kinds of cool stuff in the news. We got marijuana news, we got sex news, and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, "Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn." Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
Loads of curvy cleavage on display.
this is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
No talent. That's my cue. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for tuning in today. Do you have the Bob and Tom Show app on your phone? Do you know someone who might enjoy the Bob and Tom Show app? You should tell them it's free and available in the iTunes or Google Play Store. Once you download the app, you can listen to your local station. Tune in to us here on Bob and Tom Radio. Even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the show. And the best part, if you head off on a July 4th holiday, you can still catch our best of shows on the app right here on Bob and Tom Radio. We're here for you all day, every day, 24/7. And you are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The United States eliminated from the Copa America with a 1-0 loss to Uruguay on a questionable second-half goal by Matthias Oliveira, a defeat that will increase pressure on U.S. soccer to remove coach Greg Berhalter before the 2026 World Cup. From the NBA, Klay Thompson moving on from Golden State, the four-time league champion agreeing to join the Western Conference champion Dallas Mavericks and change franchises for the first time in his 13-year NBA career. He signed for 3 years and $50 million with Dallas. And the Celtics have tied up Jason Tatum for a 5-year, $314 million max contract extension to remain with the Celtics through the 29-30 season. Major League Baseball yesterday, American League, Houston beat Toronto 3-1. National League, Mets beat Washington 9-7, and Colorado over Milwaukee 8-7. And in the WNBA, Connecticut over Phoenix 83-72, and Seattle beat Dallas 95-71. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
This is Ernie Fertler reminding you Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. I'll be. Oh, hold on, just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some. Just read this. Okay, is it Irma? I know. Will the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack. Okay, fine. That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show. Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on BobandTom.com.
Hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it? They don't like it. They do.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom show.
You're not helping.
Really not.
Hello, Tom. How you doing, buddy?
It's kind of my job to get everybody kind of,
edgy.
Like I'm like an audio fluffer.
Is that right?
I get everybody
pissed,
on edge, and angry just before the microphone. Hey, I wonder. Willie and I were talking off the air about something I think is pretty funny. Willie did an interview yesterday. And you were talking to one of our affiliates, which is cool because you're going to be going up to the Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin, with Colin Unger. Willie G, Colin Unger at the Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton. And how do they get tickets?
You go to my Instagram at willie.griswold. There's a link in the bio for tickets, or go to skylinecomedy.com. Come hang out, gang. Going to be fun.
Yeah. Having some fun and talking on the air with one of our affiliates. It went well.
Yeah, it was great. It was a blast.
Good. Now, we have...
That's it?
Well,
what happened when they were talking to each other?
Well, it reminded me of
something. What'd they say?
It reminded me of something that when you're talking to an affiliate or whatever, it reminded me of an old story about a friend of mine who was he used to record. He would record a conversation with a coach following. It was a hockey thing.
Okay.
And after the games, he would review with the hockey coach what was going on, but they would record them. So he'd recorded this interview, and when they started the interview, the particular guy got off topic and started talking about his love life.
Oh.
And in a very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Descriptive?
Descriptive.
Frank?
Yeah. Right.
Vulgar.
Graphic.
And then the guy goes, okay, wait a minute, we got to start over, obviously, because they're recording it for broadcast later. So he does the thing where he just leaves the tape rolling, and he goes, okay, 3, 2, 1, and then they start the actual interview. So he gets in his car. This is pre-cell phone. He's driving home, and it's time for the interview to air.
Right.
So he turns on the radio, and of course it's the one that got rather salty.
Starts playing.
So he's desperately trying to find what in those days was known as a payphone.
Oh, boy.
Too late. The rather graphic encounter story aired on the radio. So, yikes. Those were the days. Remember that, Christy? You have the tape roll. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
The trick to that is you take a razor blade out and you cut out the interview portion that you don't want to.
Exactly.
You don't want to have fly.
Had the little block, and you would have the little tape, and you'd tape them back together.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Yeah. So
had to
real
take
editing.
forever.
Oh, yes, it did.
Yeah, why don't you guys use your computer? Much easier.
So much easier.
I got GarageBand on my phone. I can do it real quick.
I know, right?
Just put it on your phone. Or why didn't the guy just call him on his phone from the car?
Yeah, every once in a while, even in the digital age, you'll hear something where you'll hear like a promotional announcement, and also it'll be, wait a minute. Okay, take 2. I just heard one the other day that they
really,
not as common.
Yeah, I have not heard one for a long time.
Yeah, but those were the days, especially when it would be somewhat objectionable, perhaps,
or salty.
Yeah. In the meantime, we go back to Chick McGee over there.
Let's see. When I'm at the swimming pool at the gym, I cut quite the figure with my swimming cap and my
nose plugs,
my 100% cotton swim trunks that take forever to dry. And I do. Tom asked me if I did this, and the answer is affirmative. Do I pee during a backstroke? Yes, I do.
Like a fountain?
It's almost like Esther Williams in one of those swimming movies. Remember those?
God, I loved those as a kid.
Big budget.
Yeah, I know.
No?
The camera overhead, you see them all diving in.
And they make
synchronized swimming
designs with their bodies.
There's an old one where like the floor opens up and there's a pool and they all go in. And
that's the most
wonderful
famous.
life. It's a wonderful life.
Yeah.
Where they're dancing at the high school.
Yeah, that's normal life.
Is that pool still around?
I don't know.
Actually.
But one of the...
It is?
Mm-hmm. One of the people in that scene, Alfalfa, is no longer with us. He was killed.
From the Little Rascals, a long time ago. I doubt if too many people in that scene are alive at all.
Yeah, you're probably right.
An old movie.
Donna Reed's still alive, isn't she?
What?
No, probably
no.
not.
No.
I love it. I've been lying for 40 years, and he's still, what? You out of your mind. Let's see. Willie took his grandmother out to dinner, and his grandmother forgot her credit card.
Oh, I forgot my pocketbook. Oh, dear. Can you get this one? She picked the expensive wine. She wanted the caprese salad. I can't stand this old woman. She's driving me nuts.
Here's the thing.
I can't stand her. I'm sick and tired.
You knew what she was doing.
She's used to going out with yours truly.
Oh, I know.
And I buy everything for that woman.
You have the Rolodex this woman has. Oh, I was hanging out with Bill. You know, he used to be in government. And then she hangs out. She's busy every night of the week. It's insane.
Man, oh, man.
Can't stand her.
I don't know anything about that.
Sick and tired of her.
Let's see. New Palestine, Indiana HOA member pooped on the side of a house. She said she just had to go. She was 74 years old.
Yeah.
Well, this wasn't some kind of revenge poop.
And Tom says she was sending a message. I have to agree with Tom on this one.
Yeah. She's sending a message.
Absolutely.
What kind of message is that?
Well, she's pissed. Well, she pooped.
Frankly, I'm pooped.
Bear in a minivan. We'll come back.
Okay, more stools in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when two comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Tom's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Tom's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella sticks, precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin, cheese curds and brats. Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to the show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
King Shark. When Charles was a young prince, he never thought he'd be king. Finally ruling England at the age of 73. King Shark. The Queen was his mama. Lucky Chuck. She used the Oxford comma. Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Now that his mama's gone, I hope he doesn't fail. What exactly did he do as the fancy Prince of Wales? King Chuck. His teeth and ears look big and funny. Bucky Chuck. Will they fit on stamps and money? Born in the royal palace, hands never callous. King Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. The The Queen, she had her corgis. Prince Andrew had his orgies. He's wild, that brother Andy. On Epstein Island, dude got randy. Prince Harry moved from good out to Hollywood. King Chuck. Charles loves the polo ponies and dressing up for ceremonies. He wears a kilt, please don't stare. He's not wearing underwear. Finally gets to rule, cause he's got the family jewel. King Chuck. He married Diana, they had a castle and a villa. But all the time he dreamed about the homely one, Camilla. King Chuck couldn't wait to get his hands on Horny Chuck. Said he'd like to be her tampon. Born in the royal palace, has the royal phallus. He's so old it won't be long, we'll have to write another song. King Will.
All Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom.
Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O.
Oh, my God.
And on this farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O. With a here, there, here.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom.
The fourth. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick McGee.
Yep. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Hi.
Hi there. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello back, Chick.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning. Hello.
Hello. Roger that.
Yeah.
Bear in a minivan yesterday. Came for the pancakes, the family said. Evidently.
Oh, yeah.
The husband said his wife's pancakes are to die for. So the bear
looks like she ate most of them.
Smelled about them.
You guys.
And, yeah.
Hey, she said it, not me.
She was bigger than the bear. There's no doubt about it.
He destroyed the minivan.
Yes.
You said it was a 300-pound bear.
I said 200.
He
but
did 1 and 2 in the minivan, too, didn't he?
Oh, that's right. He pooped in the minivan.
Pooped and peed, yep.
Finally got some privacy. You know how hard it is to do that in the woods?
Good point.
Finally got to shut some doors.
That's his own little porta potty.
This is really nice.
A nice big sliding.
They got a crossword in here. Got
They have
snacks in here.
snacks. They have snacks.
I got a note here from Chris at Bass Lake that's experienced this. He says, in regards to your bear discussion, If a bear is big enough, they'll stand on their hind legs, put their front paws on the window, and push it until it shatters. If they can get their claws into the gap between the front and the rear doors, they'll peel your door off. Okay, well, apparently, they're big critters. They're strong. Yeah,
not the one that got into this minivan. If it weighed 100 pounds, I'd be surprised.
It was as big as a St. Bernard.
Yeah,
it was
maybe.
big, but it wasn't that big.
It's over 100. The butt on that thing is 100 pounds.
No. I'd like to see you exaggerate.
I'm not exaggerating. Okay, whatever. The story stands. The larger point here is, as Willie pointed out, the bear wanted some privacy, induced in the minivan. And the minivan is absolute toast.
I like the way he tore the upholstery off the doors.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
And wasn't the dashboard disconnected?
He was clawing to get out.
Yeah.
Well, they had a 3-way color pattern. It looks really tacky. He was helping him out, honestly. This bear knew what he was doing. He got in
why
there.
did they do that on some of those?
I know.
And also, the bear, they were really pissed because he changed their radio stations that they had all. They had them all preset. No, the thing is destroyed.
Religious stations? Is that what he put them on?
I don't know. I love that in the summer.
That would be one of those old Bob Newhart phone calls to the insurance guy describing the car. Remember those? Anyone? Okay, never mind.
Tom, other things we learned yesterday, Tom hit 70 miles per hour at least leaving our parking lot to go get coffee. And it's not his fault, right, Tom?
Car's a rocket ship.
It's a rocket ship.
It is.
Touch that baby.
We noticed that yesterday when we were leaving. Chick and I were leaving.
You peeled out, man. You'd had it with this place. I like seeing that, actually.
If you're driving on the way here from the coffee shop and you have to drive on that street that has the speed bumps about every 100 yards,
right?
Do you treat the area in between the speed bumps like a drag racing course?
No, that's a very fair question. No, I respect the speed bumps, but I usually, if you go 2 streets west or east, you can avoid.
You go out of your way to avoid the speed bumps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you've got coffee and like 8 things of coffee on the floor.
Sure.
You don't want them to splatter.
You got 8 things of coffee on. Yeah, of course. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what
he's buying for everybody in the building. It's not like he's buying himself 8.
Right. Well, wait, that's what you're telling yourself. You don't want to spill the coffee. Instead of you want to drive your rocket ship.
I don't rocket through the neighborhood. I'm a good citizen.
Don't believe you.
Okay.
Tom can't stop watching the video of the bear who destroyed the minivan. You were watching that actually while we were on the air yesterday. You couldn't get enough of it. Kids' friends are not allowed in the house. That's what Jeff Oskey says.
They're outside friends.
That's outside friends.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to go on vacation. They're not allowed to take anybody on vacation, right? Your kids.
No, I mean, no.
No, it's fine.
It's all right. I get it. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a money thing. Like, and I don't like their friends. Those 2 things combined.
But you only have the one room, so it's you, your lady, and 3 kids.
Right.
So you don't have
2
enough
beds.
room.
Yeah.
And 2 beds. Do you sleep in the bathtub in the bathroom?
I've slept in the bathtub before.
Is that right? Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I've
I did
never
that at a
slept
music
in
festival.
bathtub.
Got pink eye. No fun.
What, slept in the bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you think? It came from the bathtub?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm in the room with all the gross stuff.
All the arrows point to the bathtub.
You don't think so?
I don't know, Willie.
You don't think somebody, when you passed out in the bathroom, somebody wiped a pillow on their ass and shoved it in your face? You don't think that might have happened?
No, but I do think there's a lot of bacteria in the bathtub. Yeah, 100%. I think that's what
Maybe
happened.
you got a little Trojan helmet while you were passed out.
Yeah, that's what happened. I passed out. My friends did rim play on my eye. Thanks. Is that where you want to go?
I believe that. I believe that.
A little bit of sincerity. I gave an honest answer.
I know
And then
your friends.
okay, yeah.
I
All my
totally
friends are
believe
gay. They shove their butts in my face.
I'm
when I
totally
sleep.
buying that.
I have a question.
Is that what we want to do?
I have a question.
Okay, me and the
Fair
fellas
question.
are having fun.
Grab ass.
I got rim play. I get what is the Trojan helmet? Something can be
Yeah, I
discussed
don't know
on the
what
radio.
that is either.
You know how the helmet, the Trojan helmet, it goes over, but then
Like
there's
something
this thing
lays
that goes
down the
over
front.
your...
So that would be the male member on the nose.
Okay. I thought it was like
That's what Willie and his friends do all the
Yeah,
time.
me and the boys. After choir practice, we go. They shove it in my face. I go, oh, how fun this is. That's what we do.
Now you're getting them
Is that
mad.
what we're doing in the morning? Fun morning, guys.
So
What did we talk about yesterday,
You
Chick?
can
What do we got?
get pink eye from that, huh?
You want to talk about more about yesterday? Let's do that.
Okay, let's do that.
What did we learn yesterday?
Speaking of Oskey, your future, you said yesterday, was gold prospecting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Willie, with your name, I want you part.
Prospector Willie.
Yeah, you gotta prospect.
Oh, yeah, old Willie.
Yeah, I was thinking about you last night.
That's cool.
Buddy.
I'll make a playlist for it.
So this is some TV show you're watching?
It's a lifestyle, Tom.
It's Gold Rush. It's
there are
something
a lot
else.
of shows out
Gold
there.
Rush.
There's
there are
like
a lot of gold.
20 of them.
Yeah.
And I've watched all of them.
I
one big
watch
hit, man.
A Life Below Zero or something. I like that too, where they're trying to live in like Alaska, where it's 20 below.
Why?
Well, because that's where they're
get away from people.
That's where they're from. Yeah.
These days you can go south,
Well, I know, but some people can't.
Okay.
There have to be people where they are.
Not necessarily.
In charge of it.
There
necessarily,
is a
yes.
group of gold people that get into these raging rivers and they put on scuba gear and go underneath and like move boulders to get like a piece of gold like this big. It's insane.
Man.
But I don't want to get any gold. I just want to prospect. I just want to show up and be like, yeah, I bet you there's some gold here.
You just want that feeling that today's the day.
Exactly.
You never know.
And then I sell the land to someone else and let them find out it's barren. I'm just prospecting. Yes.
I want to find it all, too. I don't want to just prospect.
Dude, you have a metal detector.
I know. I should probably
You've
do
never used it, have you?
I should probably do that.
Let's bring it out in the field here.
Go find something.
Oh.
There's all kinds of stuff in this bag.
We have a good story about a lady who found something in a field.
Yeah.
Wait till you hear this. But let's get...
we talked about pooping on the moon yesterday.
That was a disaster.
Now, this is your opportunity, Pat, to save yourself.
It wasn't good enough to...
No, you did the song at the wrong time. We hadn't done the story
I'm
yet.
aware of that. There were two stories brewing. And
How did that happen?
I heard Christy going with the moon. I went, oh, yeah, I'm on. I didn't pay attention to the rest of the story.
Don't you listen to the show?
They're all jerks.
I half listened.
The essence of the story is that much like Mount Everest, human beings have to do their business, and there are apparently still, 74 bags of poop that they tossed out of the lunar module over the years, and they're lying there on the surface of the moon. It's human feces on the moon still.
Well, they're wrapped up. It's not like somebody's going to come along and take them.
You never know. They're bagged up, but I mean, that's the story, Pat.
I know.
And you wrote a song about it, apparently?
Yeah, and I did it early. I was so embarrassed. Here's how it should have gone. Chrissy's talking about the moon, pooping on the moon, and then I would have come in. Giant dumps are what you take, pooping on the moon. 96 bags of waste, pooping on the moon. I hope my suit don't break. Pooping on the moon. Some may spray. It's not a solid today. No way. It's going over about the same way it did yesterday. I'm over to Montego Bay. Okay. Cape Canaveral is far, far away. So I say goodbye to pooping on the moon. And then Christy would have moved on to something funny.
Is that a Sting song?
Police, early Police.
Yeah.
Okay.
First or second album, right?
All right, okay.
Yes. You have to wonder if that's a solid transaction when you're on the moon.
You're eating like MREs,
right?
The whole time,
yeah, and it's like,
And there's no gravity, right? Or like 1/6 gravity, so it's
it'd be
not really dropping.
Yeah, you have to stand on your head to poop.
It's hard to be an astronaut.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard.
That's a good piece.
So then I'm glad it floats up if I'm standing on my head.
Heck yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you want it.
And I guess that's a joke among the astronauts that the big bags are Buzz Aldrin's, apparently. he
I don't
delivered.
get that.
No,
Because he's insane?
No, he's
because he was a badass.
brave man. Yeah, Buzz is a badass. All right, now it's time to learn the best way to listen to this show.
Raycon Everyday Earbuds, and they've just launched. Raycon has their upgraded model of their best-selling everyday earbuds. Now you also get from Raycon active noise cancellation, gel tips with an ergonomic design for that perfect fit, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, plus quick charge function and weatherproof and sweat resistant. We got the brand new upgraded Raycons here at the Bob and Tom show. Christy got the blush violet color. Tom got the royal blue. I got the forest green. Josh got the classic black for evening wear. And Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your already low Raycon purchase plus free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Real quick, I just Googled Apollo Crews because I want to see. And two things. Apollo Crews left a total of 96 bags of waste material on the moon. But Apollo Crews is also a wrestler.
Oh.
What?
Looks like a badass.
That's right. I'm Apollo Crews.
I thought it was like a cruise ship with Arsenio Hall. That would be fun. Apollo Crews.
Oh, yeah.
All the fellas there.
Part of the SmackDown. When we come back, we're going to find out what's going on in the world of sports. We've got Christy Lee with some fascinating news this morning. We got a really interesting sex survey. And ladies, orgasm in the news. And believe it or not, it may involve ganja. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Okay. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Bob. What are you doing out here?
Same thing you're doing. Got a light?
Smoking, we are smoking in front of the building. Oh, we are smoking in front of the building. We are puffing, we are gagging, we are happy because we're smoking. We are smoking in front of the building.
Met a girl from another office. She's a smoker, just like me. Now we're dating and we're smoking. We're smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and we smell like we've been camping. It could be raining, it could be snowing, but we're smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking.
I never was a smoker until I looked outside. They were smoking while I was working. So now I'm smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and the ashtrays are overflowing. We are smoking instead of working. We are smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Smoking in front of the building. Smoking.
Oh, God.
In front of the building.
Beautifully done.
Where was the end?
Screw it.
Bravo.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
One of them, at least, he was as healthy as a damn horse when he went in there. There was another one. They give him a lethal dose of no brains when he come back.
Bob and Tom, more than slightly confused.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Does your wife have a nickname for you, or does she call you Reno?
She calls me dumbass, maybe.
I bet she calls
me
like
Reno.
Poot or something.
Has she ever taken liberty with the name Reno and done some Reno the Pinot?
Yeah.
Pinot Grigio?
Take your Pinot. She does drink Pinot.
I do too.
Grigio
Yeah.
or Noir?
Both.
Yeah, she likes them both.
Hey, Poot, give me some of that box wine while you're up.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here, Pat and Jeff Oskey, Christy Lee, Willie Griswold, Ace Cosby, Josh Arnold fishing, getting more time off. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
He's having a good time.
That's what...
He catches some fish. We hope to hear from him. But in the meantime, we go back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
The United States eliminated from Copa America with a 1-0 loss to Uruguay.
Copa America, the hottest spot north of Havana. Oh, Copa Cabana.
Second half goal by Matthias Oliveira, a defeat that will increase pressure on the U.S. Soccer Federation to remove their head coach, Greg Berhalter. Wasn't he the general on Hogan's Heroes, General Berhalter?
Yes.
There was Colonel Klink.
Yeah.
And General Berhalter.
Yeah, did you ever see? You've seen the movie The Big Lebowski?
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe there's a brief sequence involving someone with that name, and the John Goodman character in that movie is absolutely hilarious. And he makes a reference to him, but I can't say on the radio.
Oh, here's USA fans after the soccer match last night.
Really killed their spirits.
Meanwhile, in the NBA, Klay Thompson, the Splash Brothers are no more. He's moving on from Golden State. He will be taking his talents to Dallas and play for the Mavericks.
Oh, that's cool. That'll be fun.
He's changing franchises for the first time in his 13-year career. He's 3 years, $50 million. Let's see. The trade involves the Warriors, the Mavericks, and the Charlotte Hornets for some reason. They just wanted to get their name in the paper, I believe, as they say. And Jason Tatum.
They call him the Tater.
That's right. He's agreed to a 5-year, $314 million contract extension to remain with the Boston Celtics. The new pact will begin with the 25-26 season and keep the 5-time All-Star in Boston through the 29-30 season. Wimbledon news. Naomi Osaka has played a match at Wimbledon for the first time in 5 years. The former number 1 ranked player has won 4 Grand Slam titles elsewhere. Never been a big fan of grass court. She moved into the second round, though, at Wimbledon. 6-1, 1-6, 6-4 win over Diane Parry. Coco Gauff and Emma Careful. They also won.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Some lady named Emma also won. And that brings us to one of the youngest Olympian ever. His name is Quincy Wilson. He's 16 years old, and he's a track and field star from the United States. Announced on social media he is heading to the Olympics.
Wow.
By becoming a part of the 4x400 meter relay team, Wilson will be the youngest track athlete to ever represent the United States in the games. Jim Ryan in 1964 and Ariane Knighton in 2021, both at 17, were previously the youngest American track and field athletes in the Olympics. As he posted on Instagram, we going to the Olympics.
Cool.
Team USA.
That's awesome.
So there's a chance that just a regular 14-year-old at a regular high school went to a regular track and field meet this year and lost to this Olympian.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
That's awesome.
Just some guy who's trying to sweeten his college resume.
Wow.
Got his ass kicked by him.
Sure, he lapped you, but he's an Olympic.
Yeah.
He's an Olympian.
And it was the 100.
Boy, oh boy, that's got to be fast, huh? Wow. And, of course, Jim Ryan, one of Tom's favorite athletes back there in the sweet spot of the 60s. Ryan set a world record in the indoor half mile, 148.3, and the outdoor mile, 351.1, a record that stood for almost 8 years. That same year, he set a record for the 1,500 meters. And Roger Bannister is the one who broke the 4-minute mile at 359.4.
Was that in the 50s?
Roger was...
What year was that?
That was 54 at age 25. The Englishman, Roger Bannister.
Yes.
It says he's credited with breaking the mile because back then,
who knew?
They kept records with, like, charcoal and a shovel and a drawing board and so they didn't know.
Casual?
Yeah, they really didn't know. Officials in Soko,
South Korea,
warn that the nation's tallest mountain is facing environmental damage from soup broth.
What?
I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Is that a sports story?
What the fuck?
The National Park Office of Mount Holla.
I'll holla back, girl.
Mount Halla, Mount Holla.
Ain't no holla back, girl.
Has started a campaign to encourage hikers. There's your sport. Hikers.
Hiking.
Not to dump ramyun broth on the mountain or in its streams.
Or ramen broth?
No, it says R-A-M-U-Y-U-N.
Isn't that the dry version of ramen?
Oh, I don't
Is it?
know.
A local joke, they used to Serve that at the rib place known as Damon's.
Damon Runyon. Damon Ramyon.
I don't even.
It's a stretch.
Yeah, really. CNN reports that hot noodles on high peaks trend in South Korea involves hikers consuming ramyun, a type of instant noodle served in a disposable cup on the mountains. Signs have since posted reminding hikers to preserve the clean mountain challah and pass it on to descendants as it is. Visitors can face fines up to $1,000 if they litter, urinate, smoke, or drink on the mountain.
Ooh.
You can't do anything fun on that mountain?
Yeah. Nope.
Why go there?
You're going to climb to the top of the mountain, you can't take a pee?
That's what he says. Could face the $1,000 fine, Tom.
Put it in your canteen?
You think?
That seems a little ridiculous. There are animals out there defecating and urinating on the mountain.
Well, but they're animals.
Oh, we're not far from an animal.
I don't. It seems they're overstating it.
If you got down on all fours, would that count?
Yeah.
You want to get down on all fours for me, Tom?
That would count.
I'm just trying to make tomorrow's things we learned when Chick asked Tom to get down on all fours for him. See how that pops up tomorrow morning.
You ever peed on all fours?
No.
No, but you know,
peed on floors.
Maybe you're aware of this. It's incredibly difficult to urinate in any position other than either sitting on the toilet or standing in front of because I was bedridden for, 2 or 3 days. And when you're laying flat on your back and you're trying to use the portable, it's tough. You got to really concentrate.
Yeah, but I've seen you float down the lazy river on your back and do your impression of a fountain. That's one of your best tricks.
Perhaps I was saying that to try to be funny. Did you lay on your back and try to urinate? You were in the hospital?
I don't remember. I think I had a catheter in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. You didn't have the catheter, you had the bucket, and then there was a little spray sometimes. You know the hose trick where your thumb gets involved?
What?
Yeah. He peed on me is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He peed on me. I was trying to help out. It was gross. It was terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
You're a heck of a son, Willie.
We landed on something else that's going to upset you. I'm sorry.
Maybe it was the morphine. I don't know what was going on.
Catheter for a couple days. And then
I didn't know there was a catheter in there. I was so out of it.
Well,
They came in when they were taking your catheter out. I've got a catheter in? Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, you know, the worst part, a lot of people say the worst part's putting the catheter in.
Wrong.
No. Taking it out is a real adventure as well.
Yeah. It's like taking one of those mollies out when you're putting up shelves.
Oh.
And you think, hey, something's pulling. Hey. Yeah, you can't. And then I asked for a suppository, and the nurse wouldn't do it. They said, you do it yourself. Did you ask for a suppository?
No.
Why not? I mean, you're there. The suppositories are there.
I didn't need one. I had tubes coming in and out of me. I was fine.
Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't have to put it in down there. Enough humiliation without that.
Boy. Would you have let me give you a suppository had I been there?
Old friends.
I would have asked you to get down on all fours.
You know something? At that time, I was in so much pain. Absolutely.
All right, sir.
Yeah. Bring in the Girl Scouts, the Boy Scouts. Anybody you want to put that in, cram it in there.
Oh, that turned into a felony.
Yeah.
Stupid world record.
A colossal tree in France. We are from France, has been verified as the world's tallest cork oak tree. Standing at 68 feet 10 inches tall, the tree in Rennes is around the same height as a 7-story building. The product of this tree, which is stripped of its bark every 10 years, represents from 400 to 500 kilograms, what is that, 1,000 pounds, of beautiful cork, it says here.
Have you seen a picture of the tree?
No.
Beautiful
It has
cork.
a bunch of second-place ribbons and old Chinese takeout menus pinned to it.
That's what it's a cork board.
Yeah.
It's a cork board.
Cork board. Yeah.
Like in your kitchen.
Yeah. That's what I have pinned to mine.
The old cork board.
Yeah.
That's comedy in real life right there.
A Sammy Sosa a baseball card.
No, that was.
Remember the cork?
The cork back, yes.
Yeah, flew right out of it. Okay.
Yeah, it went off like one of those snakes in a can when his bat broke. Remember that?
Yeah.
It went everywhere. If you see a picture of Sammy Sosa, go ahead, just for something in giggles, look up Sammy Sosa. It's something else.
Very pale.
Very, very pale.
Very odd. Yeah, okay.
Is
that sports?
That's sports, and remember...
What you farted for?
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport, Christy.
A Tennessee father and son duo have vowed that they will eat like kings after winning nearly $1 million on a $20 scratch-off ticket. The father, who chose not to share his name, purchased a $1 million Casino Nights Kentucky lottery scratch-off ticket at a gas station in Airdville, Kentucky on June 8th. After purchasing the ticket, he told the clerk, "If I hit this $1 million, I ain't ever eating bologna again." Since they opted for the lump sum, they went home with a check for $504,000 after taxes. So it looks like they won't have to eat bologna for quite some time.
I've been up. Man, I've been up. I've been down. I like bologna anytime. It's
really?
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the key to cooking it in a pan, though? I never knew. I always wondered.
Well,
it bubbles up weird.
Here's the thing, Jeff. I really can't speak to that. I don't know if we have an expert.
Well, it's kind of a physics problem, Jeff.
Wait,
okay.
Yeah, when you put a big round thing of bologna on there, sliced thin, it tends to dome up.
Right.
And then the edges get burned. What you do is you make slices at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock, depending on what time zone you're in, and it'll lay flat there.
Oh, that's great.
That's a nice little trick. You're welcome.
You gotta make a little note of that.
Yeah.
doesn't matter what time zone you're in. You can still put it at 3, 6, and 9.
Clearly.
Okay.
Any idiot would know that.
All right. Well, I guess that explains me.
But bologna sandwiches a prominent role in Michael McDonald's book that I'm enjoying very much, if that's what it takes.
His childhood, yes, Mom.
Do we have another maybe a little Michael McDonald tribute coming up?
I thought you got mad at the last one I did, and you didn't want me to do it anymore.
I enjoyed
We're so mad at many things that you do.
I know.
It's hard
lately.
to keep them all straight. Yeah. Are you listening to the show today?
What?
Okay. See?
Yes.
Okay. Christy, what else you got?
An elderly woman in China had been using what turns out to be a hand grenade as a hammer for the past 20 years.
Whoops.
According to the South China Morning Post, the woman, surnamed Chin, had discovered an unusual meat lump on her farm in Humbao County and took it home thinking it was a hammer. Did I say meat lump? I meant metal lump.
A meat lump. That sounds like...
Why are you thinking about meat lumps?
I don't know. Because we were thinking about bologna, and maybe I was thinking about meatloaf. I don't know.
I mean, a meat lump sounds like a, pants are too tight and someone's aroused.
Oh, he's got a meat lump.
The meat lump
I like that.
That's kind of like a pet name for somebody. Come here, my little meat lump. Come here.
It was a metal lump she found on her farm.
Huh.
Now 90 years old, the woman said she'd been using it to pound red pepper, crack nuts, and hammer in nails. The object's true nature was only discovered when workers demolishing her old home recognized it as a hand grenade and alerted authorities. Police have since confiscated the munition, which was safely disposed of.
There's a picture of this thing, and it looks like one of those World War II potato mashers.
Yeah, potato mashers.
I mean,
right?
The fact that this thing didn't explode, it's been beaten to hell. Wow. That would have been very rough. Yikes. I know you have one of those metal detectors, right?
Uh-huh. I've never found anything, though, because I think you have to use it.
Yeah, you gotta put batteries in there.
Yeah, you got to put batteries in the
box. Yeah.
It seems like a whole big deal. I don't know.
Pat, do you have a tribute to the meat hammer?
The meat hammer? No, I do not.
Oh, okay.
The meat lump.
Oh, the meat lump. Sorry.
Don't you guys...
He gets a text every morning.
Don't you guys meet every morning?
He has a text every morning.
And talk about what songs you're going to do? I mean, instead of having the meeting on the air?
No, he texted me, and you said you had a tribute to this.
You did?
Yeah.
The
Did
meat
you,
lump?
Pat?
No.
You said, you wrote down here, if I had a grenade.
Yeah, that's another story. A lady thought she had a grenade. It was an actual hammer.
That's the story I just did.
Yeah, that's the one we just did.
The meat lump?
That's what I just did.
Oh my God, he's doing it again.
That was, buddy.
When you listen back to this, honest to gosh,
I honestly was doing a Michael McDonald thing for him.
just did that. We just did that.
Jeff, did you ask for a song for your prospector thing, or am I behind?
Pat, we just did the story.
We did the hand grenade.
Of the hand grenade.
Oh, we can do both. Pat,
Go ahead, hit me.
I hear this.
Erase the race.
I'm reading the Michael McDonald book, which I've read it, the whole thing, in fact.
Hey, but have you read the Michael McDonald book yet, Tom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael McDonald, he talks about being on the road and how much he loves to go to restaurants after shows. His favorite restaurant's Waffle House. Did you know that?
I do now.
You have to ask me if I like my hash browns, like in the text, covered.
Hey, Pat, do you like or Michael McDonald, do you like your hash browns covered?
You don't know me, I like them small.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you. The great Michael McDonald.
Hey, Christy, I understand there was a woman who found a
hand
grenade. I had a grenade instead of a hammer, and I didn't know it, I could have blown up my hand. I could have blown up the village.
Yeah.
While I was hammering nuts. I could have blown up the church and the house with the nails in the farm. And more importantly, exploded in my hand. If I had a grenade. Yeah, I did have something for that. I was busy trying to get you the Michael McDonald thing.
You have...
Christy's just rambling on. I have no idea.
Yeah. God knows what she's talking about.
I heard meat lump.
I know.
Do I have a song for meat lump?
Oh, my God. That was priceless.
2 days in a row.
I loved it. It was great.
Nice.
You owe it to yourself to go back and listen.
I will never listen.
Okay.
I enjoyed both of
But
those.
it's really funny.
It was a fine piece of business there.
It sounds like something I'd do.
No, it's.
Huh? What?
I was looking for a Michael McDonald.
And then we kind of
All I
gave
heard
you an
was
out.
meat lump.
We kind of gave you an out. You doubled down on it. It made it very enjoyable.
I got the Jeff Oskay thing, Prospector ready. I got a lot.
Okay. We have coming up. Do you think that the people historically that you may have gone out with and or married are the same level of attraction to strangers as you are to them?
Are they as attractive to you? Are you as attractive as they are?
Yes. In essence, yes. As judged by yourself and by strangers. As the song goes, you don't have to prove to me that you're beautiful to strangers. Carly Simon, Michael McDonald. See, it all ties in. We're coming right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when two comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Tom's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Tom's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella sticks, precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin, cheese curds and brats. Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to the show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far.
The best comedian, Tim Allen, is here.
He goes, oftentimes, you hear this a lot. Yeah, oftentimes the technology they learn here at the race is translated into your family car. And I went, yeah, right. This year, the Chevy's offered the Indy Celebrity, a 900 horsepower celebrity wagon. So I'm like, gosh, George, this thing's really got some pickup, doesn't it? I got to the kids to school in about 6 seconds. We're having lapping practice next week with all the other girls' PTA. She's running the Offie. I'm doing the Buick. And Betty's got the Chevy High-Tech. I pulled the trailer right out from under the boat, George. This baby's got some guts to it. Love Sears. Do you? It's Craftsman tool department makes my nipples rock hard. She always figured we should grunt like pigs. The little primates you are. Don't speak to your mother. You grunt like the pigs you are. Ever try to take a steak away from your husband? Here, honey. We're trying to grab meat from a man while we're just like dogs. I like going through the house rewiring stuff. That's my favorite thing. One of those big tool belts. Yeah. 2 cordless Makita drills hanging low. Yeah. But you gotta know how to wear it, otherwise your butt crack shows. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what is that? A pencil holder over there, Bob? Gotta hike that up. I got some spackle. I'll figure out that butt crack. I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob. I got kids eating food in this kitchen. Get out of here. Go to Miter Me a Dovetail out there or something, Bob. I just cruise around my house like Bob Vila, with a bad headache. Just looking for stuff. I notice Grandma's Easy Lift chair isn't moving quite as quick as I'd like it to. So I pop down the hardware store, pick up a compressor, some hose, some coax cable. I wire that sucker up. I forget Grandma lost some weight in the years I look at it. Got the 140 pounds a little too high, isn't it, Grandma? Shot that bitch halfway across the kitchen there. Doilies following her. Sorry, Grandma. I'll dial that baby down as soon as I rewire Grandpa's hearing aid. I got a preamp on that son of a bitch.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Now that's manly. Presiding over a symbolic condom roast in his Catholic church's parking lot in Waterbury, Connecticut. Yes,
I love those.
The Reverend Joseph Looney protested
Mesquite condom roast. Very tasty.
I'd like that blackened, please. It makes it look bigger.
And they look so good at a shish kebab, too. A little pepper, a little bell pepper, condom, tomato.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7? 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do they make a vape you have to light?
No, how would that work? What do you think?
You'd melt the plastic, but once again,
now I have been so high I tried to light my vape, but I've never.
What a great question!
Man, this is not hitting at all.
No, I'm just saying you have
to light the vape, Willie.
I can't get this.
I'm just asking a question.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
Very much. Well, you're welcome.
Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Yes, well, you're welcome, Tom. Thank you very much. What's going on over there? What do you got?
You ever notice how nobody says you're welcome anymore?
I always try.
I try to say you're welcome.
On the radio, listen to radio interviews, and so thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't get a you're welcome very.
That makes you crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah. And what happened to good old fashioned? You're welcome.
No, thank you.
Thank you, Christy. You're welcome.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's just one more symbol of the end of civilization as we know it.
Is the top three the big
civility
big deals?
It could be.
Okay.
Right. Now, while we're checking in with the news over there with Christy Lee at the SILAC news desk, what else have you got?
A new study out there finds people tend to date and marry people of the same level of attractiveness. Researchers from the University of Florida analyzed data from nearly 1,300 straight couples. They determined how individual perceptions of their looks related to objective ratings of their looks by strangers. Are you following this?
Yeah.
They found both men and women were able to accurately rate their own physical attractiveness. Couples tended to have similar levels of physical attractiveness. For example, if you're an 8 of a 10, it is likely you're dating another 8 as well. Men and women within couples often had similar views of their own attractiveness. For example, if a man rated himself as attractive, his partner was likely to have a similar self-perception. In longer relationships, men's self-ratings of attractiveness tended to be more accurate.
So, I mean, that do you agree with this? In other words,
most people date people that look, I would say that.
Do you ever notice with a mismatched couple, you're trying to figure out if it's a money thing?
A size thing. Yeah. But then on the same token, we've all been at the mall and you saw that couple holding hands and you're like, oh, you guys both realized you were threes and you're happy with that.
Yes.
Yeah. And you've accepted each other and I love that.
There's someone for everyone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but if Mick Jagger was a house painter, do you think?
No.
He painted black, right?
Thank you.
See what happens when you pay attention to the show?
See, it's a whole different ballgame.
Have you got a song about Mick?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
saw a house and I wanted to paint it black.
Yeah, if Mick Jagger were a house painter, he would not be near as attractive as
But what's
he is.
interesting about this thing is that the study, I read a little more about it, they would ask strangers to rate people.
Mm-hmm.
And people's self ratings were pretty good, and they would have then asked. Now, have you ever? You use obviously once in a while you'll see a couple where they're, either they're both super 10s,
right?
And you wonder if they can carry on a conversation.
You don't have to. They're busy having sex all the time.
Yeah, right.
You know what I feel like is a worth conversation is 4 trying to have a conversation with a 10.
The 4 thinks they're a 10.
No, I just think that like a 4, because usually the 4 is like going to be richer or they have a good job or something. And then the 10 that they're with, they have no experience dealing with 10s in their life. They should be with a 4.
Right.
That's what I think the worst conversation
I've tried to hit on out of my range, and it's very sad and pathetic.
It's like you're speaking a different language.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, how would you? What would you rate yourself? 0 to 10?
Like me, a 5.
Oh, dude, come on.
4?
You're a 7.
Wait a minute. I don't know. 7.
No,
Look at him go.
I'm a 5. There's half of society's worse, half of society's better.
You got the beard, you got the dad bod going, you got great hair.
Willie, I've lived with this. I'm a 5. I'm fine with it. I've learned to accept it.
So is a 5? I'm not sure.
Now, just for the record, I'm with a 10.
Nice.
I'm way out of my league.
Yes.
She's listening right now.
Good job, buddy.
So if you're a prospector, you'd be a 10, right?
Well, thank
How
you.
that
Yes.
changes.
On the
If
prospector
you'd found a
scale.
bunch of gold.
Do you have a song for that, Pat?
For you? Of course I do.
Oh, hey.
Son of a gun.
Well, he wouldn't know because you're not holding your guitar. Oh, there we go.
I want to thrive, not just survive, and be a prospector finding chunks of gold. You'll hear me holler when it's $1 million. Woo-hoo! Keeps me searching for a hunk of gold and get that nugget sold. When I finally find a chunk of gold, I'll say bye to Tom Griswold. Not really, he's our savior.
Didn't save it.
You're our savior is what I said.
I mean, do you, when you see the guy with the uggo or vice versa?
Yeah.
Guy with the uggo.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Usually when I see the guy that's with the girl that's too attractive with him, I say, oh, hey, Dad. How's it going? Good to see you. Did you have a nice weekend?
Well played and totally fair.
My favorite is the skinny guy with the oversized woman.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, that's a good look at
I love
the fair.
that. It looks like he's the stick and she's the popsicle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
My
love
favorite
that.
thing.
You're like, oh, that's nice. He doesn't like to eat. She gets
All
his
the food.
leftovers and it all works out.
Yeah, but he's painfully thin.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Way.
Like a DJ Qualls type
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? All right, cool.
Do you think there's ever like a drug thing involved?
Yeah.
Why is she with him? Well, he's probably got a lot of coke.
Yeah.
Drug thing? Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
You really make a leap, don't you?
No, you mean the fat girl's with the skinny guy because he has drugs?
No. The very attractive girl is
okay.
with Mr. Uggo, B.O.
Yeah, Tom Petty has that
Well,
song.
yeah, but if she was on coke, she'd be thinner.
Right.
No, I'm not talking about hefty. I was talking about there's different. Never mind.
What are you and Pat
I get it.
listening to while we're on the air? What are you guys
When there's like a 10 with a 4, and you're like, oh, why is she with him? Oh, because he's a coke dealer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, people
She's a model.
Let me try a different analogy. Christy, do you think people tend to shop at stores where they can afford to buy stuff?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you'll walk into a shop and you're thinking, wow, there is no way that guy can buy that watch.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh my goodness!
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, but every once in a while, then
I get the feeling you've actually said that to yourself, seeing a guy. I know you have.
Every day.
Every day. You can't afford that watch.
What are you doing in here?
You incredible loser. Is that what?
No idea.
Yeah. Mumbling.
Now, would you agree
ever
with this?
heard of The Millionaire Next Door, my friend?
Oh, sure. No,
Yeah.
I get it. Have you? I mean, this would be something interesting to talk to car salesmen about. You know, when someone shows up on the lot, do they look out there and go, "You can have that one, Joe"? No way.
Mm-hmm.
No, at my old at the brokerage firm I worked at, the person worth the most money, like hundreds of millions of dollars, he would wear like a rat t-shirt, like the band Rat,
right?
That had holes in it, like jeans and cowboy boots, and people would ignore him all over the place. And he was
That's
by
great.
far the richest.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
For him. People leave him alone.
People judge people way too quickly.
But the point of this story is that people tend to, apparently, in terms of attractiveness, hang with their own ilk, if you will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You mean their own kind?
No, that's
Okay.
different. No, that's a whole different survey.
Is that a whole different survey?
That one probably can't
Has
do
that
it.
survey been outlawed?
Yeah. Coming up,
okay, good.
Is there a connection between the female orgasm and marijuana use?
Yeah, and who's manning the grill this year? We're going to talk about that.
Or womaning it, if you will. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
The 14-year-old whale named...
It was amazing. Okay, sorry.
Is it Wiki? W-I-K-I-E? There's not a...
Is it Wiki?
Wiki?
It's the sound that you make when you wipe a window?
Ew. Wiki.
No, that was terrible. I don't know what.
According to this story, Wiki can say hello, 1, 2, aha, bye-bye, and even the name of her trainer, Amy.
We have some of the audio.
We do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now that it's been suggested what they're saying, I mean,
That's what we're going to hear.
This was on the news. I saw this morning on the TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you must do very well.
You have a TV.
And mine has audio now.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. This is the whale talking. You be the judge. Here,
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh, God.
Hello?
Chick.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Chick has his hand up. Yes.
I'm leaving the country. This is creepy. This is creepy. That's plainly hello. I've had it.
So you are definitely...
Yeah, that's amazing.
I mean, I think it's really making a good effort.
Yeah.
It's not great. But what do you want from a whale?
It's like a parrot. It's a parrot whale. It's a whale. What the hell?
Apparently, this is better than the sounds they've ever been able to get out of a monkey or a ape. I did hear that.
Yeah. Wow.
I guess, and it's I think it has something to do with the structure of wherever the voice box and throats, the shape of the throat.
Gotcha.
So, this is a whale.
Wow.
A killer whale. Now it's this. Am I right, Dean? This whale's in France.
Yes. It's in France. I said that.
So there's a slight
in France.
accent.
Well, it should be bonjour then instead of
Shouldn't it
hello.
be bonjour? Yeah.
Maybe the U.S. is a bigger market for whale talk. Here it is again.
Hello. Hello.
If you didn't know what was supposed to be hello, I don't think you'd be going, oh, hey, that whale just said hello.
Yeah, I don't think.
No, you wouldn't. Yeah, but it's.
And
pretty...
I don't think he knows to when you walk up to say hello.
Maybe it does.
And he's just mimicking what the trainer says.
But I mean, think about a parrot. Have you ever been around some of these birds? That's amazing.
Yeah,
This is pretty primitive.
Hello. Hello.
Jeez, get an exorcist.
Oh, that last one sounds like a wet fart.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Oh, God. Okay, this is more of it. Okay, here we go. This is supposed to be a killer whale talking. Here we go.
1, 2.
Wait a second.
I can't take it.
No.
Come on.
No.
Are you making us sit through this?
No.
This is science, Christy, okay?
No,
it's not
this
all
is
pretty.
ridiculous.
That ain't 1, 2, I'll tell you that. It might be 2.
Yeah,
Let
he
it-
may have had 2.
Let it breathe for a second.
Oh, okay.
There's more. Here we go.
1, 2.
There's no way that's 1, 2.
Hey, I am just playing this French scientist.
It sounds like the whale farts and then gags because of his own fart.
Here we go. There's more. Here we go.
1, 2.
These are nothing.
1, 2.
This is a nice story.
The whale.
You know what this sounds like? You know what would be funnier? If Mr. the famous British comedian,
Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean. That's what this sounds like. And Mr. Bean can hear everything the whale says. This was a
I think
story
the whale is
on the
just
CBS
trying-
News this
My
morning.
stomach hurts so bad.
It's just making a noise.
It's just making noise.
It's just making noise.
I'd give you maybe hello, but that's just about it.
Yeah.
Listen, please.
Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Bob and Tom.
5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
You guys know I love hanging out with my pet cow.
Yeah?
She enjoys her classic rock.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I didn't do the punchline yet.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute. You know what? Given your history of punchlines, I'm with Tom. I don't know if that's a classic rock, and I'm going, do they call cows rocks?
I did like a 6 count, and then it's over.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, geniuses in France.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hi, Pat. How are you?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Yep.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with an email.
From one of the most beautiful spots in the world, Ithaca, New York.
Oh, I agree.
The beautiful beautiful.
Gorgeous
Lake
there.
Now, you know that's not in Michigan, right?
Isn't that where Turning Stone is?
Now, I bring this up because I've
It's
got
something.
a nice letter here from Dave in Ithaca.
Okay, that was fun.
He says,
bastard.
Did Ace get his window fixed?
No.
Concerned and worried listeners want to know.
No, he
Still
hasn't.
broken. We're coming up on a year that we can document.
Yeah.
Because you say there's evidence that last September.
I believe it was August.
It was August.
Yeah.
Last August it was broken.
So the rear window in your car.
Are you waiting for the anniversary? Is that the deal?
I thought it'd be, romantic.
Yeah, you understand
okay.
the window itself probably is still in the door.
It is in the door, Tom.
It will probably
would take
10
2
minutes
seconds to
for a
fix it.
qualified
Yeah.
mechanic
Have
to
you ever
fix that.
gone into an auto place and been out in 2 minutes? No.
Oh, God. It's
But yeah, we know people, Ace.
Come here while you're on the air.
Yeah.
There's many, many fine mechanics out there that would service.
Yeah.
And probably give you $20 to fix your window. How about that?
I think I've got the solution to this. If anyone's listening out there, make a coupon.
He wants a 2-for-1 coupon. Yeah, that's true.
So,
Or they got to drop another window down the other door.
maybe that's what he's waiting for.
Let him think he's getting a big deal. Yeah.
Now, do you take women on dates in the car with that?
No, you meet them there.
Nice.
Nice.
Or special parking. You just like angles,
That is true.
Are you?
When my car was beat up, I did that.
Are you backing your car into spots just so ladies don't know your window is busted?
You do what you got to do.
Yeah, I'm with Ace on this one.
Yeah. I've been there.
Far end of the parking lot if you're smashed up.
Wow. I remember, I told you this friend of mine was doing the online dating thing, and she was on the second date with a guy before she realized he only had one arm.
Well, that's on her.
Well,
That is on her.
Is she just
Come on.
amazingly unobservant? Or
Apparently, in the first date,
He hit it very well.
leaning up against a wall.
is that right?
The entire date?
Yeah.
He didn't go to hug her, apparently.
Wore a jacket.
No finger foods?
Well, speaking of...
How would you like to feed me?
We have an online date story of sorts. Do you see?
An Iowa woman facing charges for allegedly calling police to get out of meeting an online date.
Get out, get out.
Police allege in a criminal complaint that the 18-year-old Sumaya Thomas from North Liberty, Iowa, called 911 to report her abusive ex-boyfriend was threatening her. She also reported she was pregnant with the man's baby. Officers detained a man leaving the scene who explained he had only just met the woman about a week ago on a dating app and showed officers their text conversation. The woman eventually admitted to making the false reports because she got cold feet before meeting her date and no longer wanted to. She now faces charges of a false report of indictable offense to public entity and false report 911 calls.
Why not?
Wow, that's
so she never even met the guy.
No.
Why not just call and say I don't want to do it or I'm sick? What a lunatic.
Have you ever participated in, or were you? Did you have someone ready to call you if you got into a date that you didn't care for?
I have been on the other end of that.
Where you had called somebody?
I have been the designated.
If you don't hear from me in 10 minutes, call me.
Yep.
Okay. Because it's going poorly.
Yeah, I've never been on a blind date in my life.
Never.
No.
Nobody's ever tried to fix you up.
No, I would never do that.
I never have either, which is.
I know.
I guess I'm always.
I could
married,
never do
but no, I
any
haven't.
the online.
Well, it's not for lack of trying.
I have a proposal.
Oh, do you want to go out with me? Oh, I'd love to.
That's so sweet.
Hear me
Get
out.
down on all fours. We'll skinny dip.
Hear me out on this. Who's done online dating? Willie, you have, right?
Sure, yeah. I did it back in the day.
You did it? Awesome.
I've done it.
Bumble, Hinge,
And
Tinder.
Pat, you did it, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my idea. You ever use Carfax?
Of course.
You go to buy a car.
Every car.
You go on
check.
Carfax. You find out, okay, it's been in an accident, blah, blah, whatever. How about doing this for people? So you'd go on an online dating site, and you could check their Carfax. Oh, well, she's a psycho lunatic.
They kind of have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yes, you can go on their certain Facebook accounts. And
There's a woman's, women will. They have a
Are we
big-
dating the same guy?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And they'll post pictures and tell stories, and
Right.
other women can go to
Oh, is
that
this the
site.
one where the guy's suing?
Yeah.
Because a bunch of
Yeah.
women said he was a creep or something?
Yep.
Wow, okay. Well,
Or if there are a bunch of single women in a big city, for example, they'll be on a site together, and have you gone out with this guy? He's approached me on online, and
so you don't even have to know the VIN number.
No.
And by the way, whoever invented the VIN number thing, have you ever tried typing one of those in?
Yeah.
Boy, that's hard.
Well, every now and then you can copy and paste. You know,
Is it a 0 or an O?
When you online dated, did you ever show up and there was immediately no attraction, and so you called it off, or?
No, I always finished the date. There was definitely dates that I went on where we never really saw each other again. It kind of just fizzled out. But yeah, dude, first dates are fun for me. You get to hang out, you get to learn about somebody, have a beer, you share some fries. It's a good time.
A lot of people don't like first dates, though.
I had a woman who lived out of town, and we had been corresponding on Plenty of Fish, and she goes, "Hey, I'm in town. Do you care if I stop by and meet you?" And she pulled up in front of my house, and she got out, and I was on my front porch, and we both just kind of went, "Oh." And she goes, "Well, it's nice meeting you." And I go, "Yeah." And she got back in her car and drove away. And it was the best first date ever. Because neither of us were attracted to the other one, and we wasted no time.
And
First of all, I can't believe you allowed her to come to your house.
I can't. He's a guy.
I lived in the hood, and if you're coming to my house in the hood, you're a dirty girl. You're down to do some stuff. So
what's going on? Remember Nick Griffin's first date stories?
Yes.
Yeah. He'd made up his mind to whoever it was, first date, he was going to kiss the girl before the date was over.
No matter how.
No matter what.
I think it was like a makeout,
Yeah,
too.
he made out with
And he ended up in the parking lot of a lot of coffee places making out on a Sunday morning, he said.
Well, it wasn't always making out. Maybe it was like one smooch and it's over.
Well, but
Jeff, I want to get back to your situation. So you've been going back and forth for quite a while. You finally meet her. Had you talked to her on the phone?
No, we had just
texting,
message back and forth.
But you thought she was going to be cool. And was it her look?
Yeah, I think it was both of our looks turned each other off.
But you're a self-declared 5. I mean,
she was not a 5.
Oh, really?
I noticed on Plenty of Fish there was women who'd use 20-year-old pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
People do that all the time on all of them.
One of my friends had something about on dating sites you should have to hold a newspaper like you were in a ransom.
Like Lee Oswald with the rifle.
So that you know what you're dealing with, or with next to a gas pump with a current gas price so you can know it's current.
And to see if she's the size of a gas pump? Is that what you're...
Well, no, and that's the thing. I don't mind a big girl.
She's bigger than a Buick. Look at that.
She was kind of angry looking. And, so.
Yeah, but she did have the pump nozzle in her mouth, which,
Well,
I think we're going to have a beautiful future together.
If she can take that thing, a Hawk Tui.
Tua.
Sorry.
I
was thinking of Chop Suey.
I wondered how you were going to mess it up, but I didn't have any money on Hawk Tui, like Chop Suey.
Yeah. Okay. Now, in any event, this woman once again, rather than just say I'm sick or I've got a family emergency,
or I just don't want to go out with you.
Called the cops before even seeing the guy.
Yeah.
I like the follow-through element of this. I like that she believed in herself. I like that she made something happen. You know how hard it is to get up the courage to call 911? She's a brave young woman. I'm on her side.
She's a lunatic.
They have a lot of resources, the 911 calls.
You can't even get it out.
They got nothing but free time over there. They're just microwaving ramen, hanging out. She's just taking advantage of government resources.
Well, she did get a date out of it.
Hey, what's going on?
A court date.
Court date.
Hey!
Oh, wow. Now, coming up, Christy, what have you got over there?
Well, that's not the only woman we have arrested in a intimate situation. Also, we have cannabis and orgasms, and we have another... I don't know what's going on in London, but they're apparently not training their military horses to be not afraid of buses. We'll talk about that.
Again?
Again.
And this orgasm story is really fascinating.
It's coming up next?
Yeah, it's... thank you. I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's... Have you read it? It's fascinating.
I'm not surprised at all by the story.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be interested in the various comments about this scientific study. But right now, we have a study over there, a study in...
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system Imagine a burglary at your home. Are you picturing a shady character dressed all in black like a cat burglar in the dead of night? Well, you'd be surprised. According to the FBI, most break-ins happen during broad daylight and spike during the summer because there's more broad daylight. That's why we recommend Simply Safe Home Security, the only security company I trust to protect my home, offering me peace of mind at the compound, whether I'm home or away. They have Fast Protect monitoring with LiveGuard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. And yes, you've heard this, and it's true. They can even see and speak to people breaking into your house, and that, of course, stops them right in their tracks. No long-term contract. You can cancel anytime. Pricing transparent and affordable at less than $1 a day with no hidden fees. It's easy to install and activate your Simply Safe system in less than an hour, or you can choose to have a pro do it if that makes you more comfortable. Protect your home this summer with 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
And I think Ms. Hooker is going to join us this morning. I hope so, because we have a very interesting story about the ladies behind the grill. Not to mention an interesting story about orgasm and cannabis. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Did you get a lot of, I mean this in kind of an odd way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who want to party with them?
Yeah,
there's a reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did.
Yeah. What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys are like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that would kind of be a buzz. Kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. So that was cool. That one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earache My Eye from. Hey, that's my record, man.
It's funny you mentioned Giant because a colleague of mine, Tony Robbins, wrote Awaken the Giant Within, Bob.
Uh-huh.
And if we have time, I'd like to explain the difference between me and Tony Robbins, one of the most successful.
I'd love to know.
A couple $1 million?
Well, no, not really. Tony Robbins wrote a book, as you know, called Awaken the Giant Within. Sold over 20 million copies. Right. And in this book, Christy, Mr. Robbins postulates, that means theorizes, that everyone has a giant within them just waiting to break out and do fabulous things. Well, I think that's a crock of, you know what I mean. I think if you feel you have a giant within you, you're probably constipated.
Yeah.
Yeah. My new book, Meet Me in the Middle, is an answer to Zig Ziglar's See You at the Top. See, I think we are our own worst enemy, and the sooner that people realize that in the success world, we are our own worst enemy. Our middle name should be Versus. I don't believe, and I think Chick would agree with this, success is not something we reach as a final destination. Success is like an illness, isn't it? We have bouts of success, episodes of success, and then we fall down and flounder some more. And my book shows you how to take advantage of those times you do succeed and parlay those up. And there's a reason why I'm able to drive a 1987 Cadillac Fleetwood. I have 3 cars, 2 of which are running.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can some...
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
See what I did there?
I saw what
You get her mad, and then you reel it back in.
That's Tom talking. That's Christy sighing. That's pretty much our show.
It's okay.
We were talking about this online dating thing.
Yes, you've never done that.
No.
No.
And I couldn't. I'd be incapable of doing it.
Why not?
It's hard.
Go out of your comfort zone. Isn't that what they'll tell you? Ease out of your comfort zone.
We could put you up there.
Put me. Make up
try it.
Make up my profile. We need to get a picture.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. We'll make
a
up
profile
a guy.
for
Let's
Chick?
make up a guy.
Yeah. Oh no, you want to do a fake? You want to do a fake chick?
Yeah. Denholm McCracken. How about that?
And okay,
very British.
Okay, and then which one of these services do you want to do? Because there's so many. What's the biggest one? Tinder.
I say all of them.
Tinder, Bumble, Hinge.
Good.
They're all basically the same.
Don't forget Grindr.
Grindr also for the fellas.
Whatever
and the
you're
fellas.
looking for.
Yeah.
Is Tinder still for hookups primarily?
I don't think so. I think
Well,
they're
no,
all
no,
kind
no,
of
No, I think they're
for
all
everything.
It's dates, yeah.
Would you present yourself as a British man if you met this person at a coffee shop?
I'd keep up the lie. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good start.
Yeah.
Start with a big lie, then stick with it for a while.
Base it on lies.
Yeah, Pat, you did a bunch of the internet dating.
Yeah, Bumble for a couple dates, and then I went to Tinder and met somebody very quickly, and then every morning I would check the traps, like I've told you all, and but I got a song for you, a little Elvis Presley. Here we go. Love on Tinder, everyone lies. I am guilty of that. My profile photo's 2005. I'm older now and fat. One time I went on a Tinder date. The girl yapped all night long. Cut the night short with a fake phone call. Said my mom died. That was wrong.
It's an interesting world we live in.
Yeah, it's hard to meet people the old-fashioned way.
Yeah,
it really is.
Yeah, there's
you
no
mean
really
bars?
hanging in bars anymore.
Yeah,
Really. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, people really don't do that anymore.
Gonna go to bars?
Well, they do,
but no one drives like that anymore, really.
You don't just go to a bar and sit at the bar and meet people, do you?
You can't offer them cigarettes anymore.
No.
That's a drag.
Drag or not a drag.
Now, Jeffrey, you're a former smoker.
Yeah.
You've done a great job quitting. But congratulations.
Yeah, I've only put on 78 pounds. Been going great.
That's not bad at all.
Been going great.
Now, what was the young Jeff Oskey? What was your move? Did you offer them the smoke?
I wait until a girl talks to me, and then I'm like, oh, maybe I have a chance.
Yeah.
I don't have moves.
You didn't have a move?
No, I don't. Here's my move.
Okay.
Hey, you seem nice. We should hang out sometime and do something. But I'm not asking you out on a date. That way you can't reject me, kind of thing.
Well, that's a Pat Godwin move.
Yeah, exactly. I learned it from Pat.
They have to fall in your lap.
Yeah, it doesn't work well.
My move is wait for the band to go on break.
Hi, can you help me with my car?
But you have made it clear, no bass players.
Well,
okay.
There was the one.
Any more?
Yeah.
Okay, we got that.
I locked myself out of my car. Can you go help me move some stuff in? No? Okay.
What's your move, Chick? Hey, I'm Chick McGee.
Usually, just hi, I'm Chick McGee works. Yeah. The next thing I know, where the hell am I?
You're in Fort Wayne.
Yeah. I'm up to my neck in grapes and Miller Lite. You ever drop your wallet at a? You ever leave?
At a one-night stand?
Leave in a hurry and forgotten you dropped your wallet out on the bedroom floor and had to go back and get it?
No.
Yeah, me either. That hasn't happened to me either.
Ace,
no, sir.
Was there an Ace Cosby move?
No, I mean, back in the days, Christy and I would hang out, and she was a great wingman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you say something in particular? Did you say,
I know,
he's a nice guy? Or?
Sure.
Hung like a show pony.
I have no idea about that. I don't know what Ace looks like naked.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's
You've
true.
shared hotel rooms.
Doesn't mean we slept together.
I think it does.
We did share a bed.
But we didn't
shared a
sleep
bed
together.
They
We didn't
shared
get
a
We're
naked.
up all night.
You've never seen this meat lump?
Never seen the hand grenade?
I think meat lump may enter the vocabulary.
Meat lump and anteater.
Yeah.
She's like my sister.
Anaconda. What? No, what? It was
Oh, and you don't know,
Hello,
and you don't
aardvark.
know what it is. What did I say?
It was
anteater?
aardvark, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank God Willie's got a young mind.
Okay, well, I'm
Ours
sorry.
are full.
We can move on here. We have.
Well, on this kind of same vein, police in Florida arrested a woman for allegedly attacking her boyfriend because he refused to cuddle with her. The 22-year-old woman, Jillian Youngin, argued with her boyfriend.
She's a youngin', all right.
Regarding the victim's lack of interest in, quote, engaging in physical intimacy. The dispute reignited the following morning after the suspect continually tried to cuddle with the victim, though she was repeatedly told to stop. The fight escalated when the woman allegedly grabbed her boyfriend's chest hair, scratched his face, bit him on the forehead, and broke his phone. She's been arrested for domestic battery.
It broke his phone?
Yeah.
Well, now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Bite a forehead.
Yeah, why would you bite him on the forehead?
It was the only thing handy, maybe.
Well, you take one look at her. You're going to go, yep.
Oh, you've seen the picture?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, put her in a lineup. Yep, she's guilty.
I don't think you need to judge a book by look at all the actions. The actions is enough to show you that she's nuts.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're biting foreheads, I don't need to look at a picture of you to know that you're not my type.
Exactly.
There are just times when you don't want to cuddle, right? Am I right?
I'm a cuddler. I don't know.
No matter what?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I like that. I want to touch a
Really?
butt. You bet.
Really?
Oh, there. You got to give me some space.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
I run hot.
Yeah.
You're running hot?
Oh, all the time.
All right.
I just need space.
You don't want to cuddle after?
I want to cuddle. Like, my girlfriend is totally fine. Like, she understands. Like,
Yeah, right?
I don't
get
even
it.
want to hold hand. Like, she's hot. Way hot. Ugh.
Okay, I've got a tip for you.
What?
Next time you're done, instead of cuddling, say to her, can you go make me a sandwich? See how that goes over.
I like my home. And, I like my
Now, if you and your gal are at a concert, for example, Tom, will you hold her hand?
Listen to him. I've never heard him laugh hard.
not a big public affection guy.
Okay.
I'm with you.
PDA.
Are you a big private affection guy?
Pardon me?
Are you a private affection guy?
There are limits.
Are you
Other people
an
have
affection guy?
Other people have germs and that sort of thing.
I think you're kind of an annual affection guy.
Yeah, special event.
Special occasion guy.
Like
but I mean,
Easter, Christmas.
the woman in this case
Birthdays.
She bit him in the head. You
Forehead,
said?
yeah.
She bit him in the forehead.
Yeah, you know foreheads bleed too.
Scratched him. Broke his phone.
Yeah.
So she's not the next Hawk Tua girl, obviously.
No.
Wow.
Can we
Put
stop talking about her?
It's a thing.
Is that positive? Is that possible?
Where's her
I think
next?
it's over.
Where's she going to appear next, though?
I guess she was talking to Shaq last night or something, or yesterday afternoon, I guess.
Shaq was DJing at John Bon Jovi's new club in Nashville.
DJing.
That's a hilarious sentence.
Yes.
Shaq was DJing at John Bon Jovi's club in Nashville. Where do we live now? How did we get here?
I agree, Willie. There's none of that goes together.
Hey, you want to go watch the guy that played on the Magic DJ? No, I don't.
In Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh. I will say this. I love that new John Bon Jovi song.
I haven't heard it.
It's great. I think it's the best song he's done in 25
legendary.
years. It's real. I mean,
Is
I'm
that
not
the name of the song?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a great song. Do you like that song, Ace?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
There's better stuff on the album.
If there were a coupon, he'd like it. By the way, has anyone sent us a coupon for Ace's Windows 2 for 1 yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
I don't think it's the coupon that's the issue. It's a time issue for you. The man's busy.
Thank you,
He's
Willie.
got nothing but time.
He doesn't have 2 minutes. He's got to go home and go through tapes. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
Catalog and VHS.
He has underwear to mend at home.
Yeah.
He has pizza to test out. They're nice days.
Now, Ace is famous for having all these old VHS tapes of shows, but there is something about that that's cool, which is because now you can see almost anything, but you don't get to see those old commercials. Mm-hmm. That's really part of the fun of watching some of that old stuff, is seeing what they were advertising and how the commercials went.
And now that all these streaming services are buying stuff and just getting rid of stuff, like now you can't have any access to old Daily Show segments. So if I wanted to watch Roy Wood Jr.'s Daily Show segments from 10 years ago, they're unavailable. Now,
Really?
Ace Cosby, someone's going to come to him one day going, buddy, we erased something. We need you to save it for us. He'll be a master archivalist.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Ace, take a compliment.
Yeah, you aren't a hoarder. You're an archivalist.
Yes.
Yes. I said that right.
Way better.
Yes.
Sure
I like
did.
that.
There's, I've been saying for years, if you're a fan of a lot of old movies, you might want to buy them on disc before they're made illegal or canceled or not streamed. It doesn't hurt to have them.
And I just saw on the news Redbox filed for bankruptcy. I didn't know they were still around.
I didn't either. When was the last time you saw a red box?
I actually at the gas station the other day they were taking a red box out and they had a U-Haul full of red boxes. I was like, oh, I didn't even know those were still a thing.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Huh.
they didn't.
Where does that stuff all end up?
New Jersey. I keep telling you. It's a
what the
warehouse
ship
in
is.
New Jersey.
And that's where the same place where they have the keyboard player from Chuck E. Cheese.
All the animatronics from Chuck E. Cheese are there.
Someone's
your
got to
red boxes, your phone booths, everything.
This would be a good movie where they all come alive.
The CRT computer monitors, they're all there.
Okay. Well, now can we do this cannabis story? I think this is
New
fascinating.
research indicates cannabis use may improve the female orgasm. The study involved a survey of over 300 sexually active women who used cannabis, with their responses evaluated using a female sexual function index. Researchers found...
By the way, is that a finger?
I'm going to keep moving.
Okay,
Nearly 90%.
No, I don't blame it. He used fingers for how far she dilated, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
But we're not having a baby. We're having an orgasm.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's the same thing, kind of.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
have
screaming,
a baby and you have an orgasm, and tell me which one's
a lot
better.
of screaming and sweating. A lot of screaming and sweating.
Nearly 90% of women reported reaching orgasm more frequently when using cannabis, compared to 63% without it.
So wait, slow down here. 90% of the women are having
Orgasms, if
When-
they're high.
Interesting.
Are you surprised by this?
Yeah,
You
I am.
obviously have not had sex with a woman who's been on an edible, right? Or smoked a joint?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, is this, you agree with this? In
Yes.
This assessment?
do you agree with this?
No, my lady never orgasms, so I'm gonna say no.
That's the way she likes it, though.
Yeah,
Get there, buddy.
Really?
Maybe we're doing this thing called edging. It's been going on for about 9 years. And man, when she finally gets there,
it's
it
gonna be
is
amazing.
going to be a flood.
Maybe
Try it. Take
Maybe
your time.
I've got a suggestion for you.
Yeah.
Maybe you should smoke pot, and then you get the munchies so bad, it would then apply to the activities that were happening in the bedroom.
Maybe.
And before you have that sandwich, you
carpet munchies.
I would just make sure you wash the Cheeto dust off your hands. Speaking from experience, they hate that. It's messy. They turn orange. It looks weird.
Doesn't it sting?
I don't know. Women who use cannabis more frequently before sex reported higher orgasm frequency too. So
Willie?
I mean, I can't directly speak to this, but yeah, I do think that it's a little more intimate and it's you're more focused, unlike drunk sex, which can be a little more raucous sometimes. I think this kind of gets you in the zone, gets you in that flow state.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interesting.
I think, wouldn't you say it's probably because you're more when women are more relaxed, they're more able to enjoy themselves?
Yes.
Doesn't certain kinds of marijuana make you more edgy and more paranoid? And
certain kinds.
Certain kinds. You just.
What is it? I forget. Wasn't there some rhyme like indica couch?
Yeah, indica puts you into couch, and sativa takes you sativa up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the brilliant, creative wordsmiths that stoners are. They gave us that. It barely rhymes. It half fits together.
I just thought of an alternate poem.
What do you got?
Indica. She's relaxed. She's so relaxed.
Very few women would orgasm that way.
You think?
Just say. You think?
that has
I don't know if you know how the woman's body works. But.
How about if a guy's standing over screaming, all right, let's do this. Come on, hurry up.
That
Stuff
always
like
helps
that.
me.
Is
Yeah.
that a bad deal?
Yeah. How do they smoke it down there? That's what I want to know.
That's not how
Oh, Tommy.
Just
Tommy.
Of course. Pat, do you have any experience in this realm?
With people being high that I was with? Not really. I haven't smoked pot since I was 20, so I don't really hang out with pot smokers.
Yeah.
Liquored up, though, it seems to, freeness comes about, yeah.
Yeah, but when you're liquored up, it's hard to focus and it's harder to get there, so to speak.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Yeah. I think both, for both men and women. I mean, I'm just guessing, but there's...
too much liquor, then you
Yes, there's a reason there's a term called whiskey.
There's that old guy from the Old West, Dick Whiskey.
Yes.
Frontier Olympic.
But when things do go well, firefighters delivered a baby in a car while at the same time putting out a fire at a boatyard.
Firefighters thought she was having an orgasm.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Dang, if there's
Same
not a
thing.
baby there. Ms. Alice Hurley and Josh Breedmore, or Beardmore.
Breedmore.
It's Beardmore,
Right.
sorry.
Oh.
Of Cornwall, England, knew they would not be able to make it to the hospital in time. So they pulled over near Coxwell, knowing fire crews would be in the area after seeing local news reports of a blaze. Cockwells.
Cockwells.
That's exactly what I said. Yep, that's the name of the town.
Well, that sounds
They like cock in England.
Yeah, they do.
put it in everything, man.
Fallmouth
Right?
Blue Watch
Yeah.
Fire Team.
They really
That's why
do.
they have such bad teeth.
all the streets and
Who we're dealing with.
That makes no sense.
Dessert.
Are you following what's going on here? She's in labor, can't make it to the hospital. They saw on the news that the firefighters would be at the scene. They went to the scene.
That's smart.
Yes.
Hey, that's
the
smart.
Fallmouth
Yeah, they're good
Blue
people.
Watch Fire Team was dealing with a fire and dropped everything to help Alice through her labor and welcome newborn Olive into the world.
Right.
2 weeks after the safe delivery, the couple took baby Olive and their 2-year-old son Teddy to thank crews for saving the day.
I heard that they used, when her water broke, they used that to put out the fire.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, so they got a big bucket right there. What would you know? They named the child Olive, you said?
Yes.
Don't you think they should have done something fire-related?
Like Ember?
Ashley?
Oh, yeah.
Bernadette?
Blaze?
Bernadette.
I know a Blaze, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You
Blaze,
know a guy named Blaze?
So do you, yeah. Played in the NFL. Blaze Winter.
Oh, Blaise.
Yeah, nice guy.
I guess.
Very nice guy.
Yeah.
Smokey. Could you name a young lady Smokey? Does that go?
That's more of a puppy dog name.
Yeah.
That's a good first outing. Take the baby, show them the boat that burned up because they interrupted the saving of the...
Yeah, and that's why your name's Smokey.
Look at this beautiful Donzi. We could have gone...
Donzi.
What's a Donzi?
There's nothing more depressing than seeing a boat on fire.
Smoking a boat.
Smoking a boat, baby.
Can we play that again?
Smoking a boat.
When you're listening, man, you're just on fire. That was quick as anything.
Smoking a boat.
Nothing more depressing than a burning Chris Craft.
Well, the thing is, the thing to put it out is so close. It's sitting on it, yet you can't put the boat out. It's so frustrating to watch.
Wow.
Boy, they go up to, those wooden boats go up too, don't they?
They do.
Whoosh.
Yeah. Always reminds me of the time that they took the barge out into the harbor in Harbor Springs and the fireworks all went off at noon.
Oh.
Good news is nobody got hurt.
What did it catch on fire? The barge?
The sky, a lot of smoke. You know, fireworks is a general rule a lot better at night.
Yeah.
You want to keep that in mind. Well, can we do the boat song when we come back? That little medley, I love that so much. Thank you very much. Right now, it's time to talk about the season. And what season is it, Christy?
Grilling season. Are you kidding me?
And we have a great story coming up
about grilling.
About womaning the grill. Because you'll find out the survey says a lot of people perceive...
I've been looking at that new grill. The new Weber grill?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
well, guess what? Since it's the grilling season, I want to tell you about the Weber Slate Rust-Resistant Griddle.
I took a look at that.
The carbon steel cooktop that's safe for metal tools. I am getting one of these. This is the one I'm into. Pre-seasoned, ready to cook right out of the box. It's the griddle that stays ready, not rusty. And this griddle heats evenly edge to edge, reaching up to 500 degrees. Don't forget the Weber Works Prep, Cook, and Store system. So your supplies are right there. You've got your the flipper gizmo. What's that called again? Spatula. Thank you very much. I don't speak French.
No, the flipper gizmo.
You got all the food right there. You've got your fork, your salt, your pepper, whatever you're doing. And it's all right there. Thank you, Weber, with the Weber Works Prep, Cook, and Store system. Find out about all these cool Weber grills. Check out the website because time to upgrade. I've had my 2 Weber kettle grills forever, and I'm upgrading. I'm going to get fired up with the new Weber Slate Rust-Resistant Griddle. They've made some leaps in griddling and grilling. Find out the details. High heat, even heat, fast heat. That's their motto at Weber.com. W-E-B-E-R, Weber.com. We have grill news in the news coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at...
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when 2 comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Tom's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Tom's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Sky High. Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella sticks, precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin, cheese curds and brats. Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are... Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to the show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far. Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with a cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's...
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
You guys know I love hanging out with my pet cow.
Yeah?
She enjoys her classic rock.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
I didn't do the punchline yet.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute. You know what? Given your history of punchlines, I'm with Tom. I don't know if that's a classic rock, and I'm going. Are they called cows rocks?
I did like a 6 count, and then it's over.
Bob and Tom in the morning, and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Willie Griswold.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Jeff Oskey, Pat Godwin, Christy's here. Ace. Hey. We're all ready. I'm Chick McGee. I can't wait, Tom. Oh,
coming up, it's that Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
And also coming up, let's see, 4th of July in a couple of days.
Yes.
Let's see, July 5th and 6th, special event at the Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin. Willie G and Colin Unger. Have you decided what Unger song we're going to sing? What is it? What was the one you had, Jeff? The Unger. What is that?
Willie the Unger.
Oh, yeah.
Really good.
I like Unger like the wolf. I like that one.
Unger like the wolf.
Or isn't there Unger the Bridge by the Chili Peppers, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a song?
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'll go with
It's
that
about
one.
addiction.
Have you?
Really...
Yeah, really.
Have you seen their stand-up? Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm kidding. Will you stop?
Getting fake angry right now.
There we go. Passed it down.
It's July 5 and 6, Appleton, Wisconsin. Willie, how do you get tickets?
You can go to my Instagram at willie.griswold or skylinecomedy.com, and we could go with Unger struck down.
I like that.
Yeah, that's an option.
Now, I've got a nice letter here, Pat. This is from Paul. He's working on the computers right now. And he says he just loves Pat's new meat lump. What is it? Meat lump bit.
Meat lump?
Meat lump. It's hard to say.
That sounds like a cocktail. Would you like a meat loop? Meat lump?
The meat lump. Now, you started to sing one of your recent hits. It's become kind of a thing around here. It involved yet another case in which a boat was apparently dumping the cocaine off the side of the boat.
Yeah, in the Keys.
Down in the Keys. And these bales of cocaine apparently sometimes wash up on shore. And once again, we've all decided if you ever stumble on one of these, don't touch it, run away.
Yes. You didn't see nothing.
I saw nothing.
Hey, it's up to you. Okay.
So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yes, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's coke in the boat. Come on, coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat. We'll look the boat over. Coke in the boat. Coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat. Coast Guard's watching you, when will you learn? Drug boat drags a little in the stern. Tourists found a stash in the Keys. Border Patrol makes these waters drug-free. There's coke in the hull, so please explain. And bald eagles on the packages of cocaine. So we'd like to know where, you got the cocaine. Yes, we'd like to know where you're taking the cocaine. There's coke in the boat, coke in the boat, maybe. Coke in the boat, and the boat over. Coke in the boat, $1 million, maybe. Coke in the boat, coke in the boat.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Patty G.
It does stick with you all day, doesn't it?
Coke in the boat.
Coke in the boat.
It's addicting.
And so is coke.
Keep you up all night, this song.
Now we have Christy Lee over there.
On a related note, U.S. Customs officers seized over 1,400 pounds of marijuana at the Texas border. The agency said officers at the Far International Bridge cargo facility encountered a tractor trailer making entry from Mexico. Further inspection revealed 1,267 packages of marijuana that had been concealed within the shipment. According to the Customs Patrol officers, the seized pot had an estimated street value of over $291,000.
How many pounds is it?
1,400.
So, for example, an ounce of pot can last me like 3 weeks. If I'm going even every day, daily driver, it'll last me a while. 16 ounces in a pound times however, that's a lot of pot you got.
But here's what I don't understand. Why are they bothering? Isn't there a surplus of marijuana?
I mean, if it's federally legal, but it's still not grown here, if it shouldn't be shipped in from other places. That's illegal. Right?
I was just wondering if it was nostalgia for the bad pot of the 70s. Crappy. Some crappy pot that's got a lot of stems and seeds in it.
I want to spend a half an hour de-seeding this before.
Now if you get seeds in your marijuana, generally that's a good thing.
Yeah, you keep them and
really.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It just means that you're getting really nice weed that you can then grow yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would think that it would be a lot more profitable and deadly to import things, smuggle that are more. What's the word I'm looking for? Portable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just seems to me like this is kind of old school.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I mean, they're killing people with all the fentanyl they're bringing in, and you could bring in a ton of fentanyl a lot easier than a ton of pot. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know.
A man in Florida has been arrested after allegedly stealing money from a 12-year-old selling snacks.
Well, now,
I want to be in that jury.
hey, now wait a minute. Why?
And it could have been a smart-ass kid, right? Is
Who's
that
the
what you're
guy?
thinking?
No, who's the guy who stole the money from the bank because that's where the money was? This kid had money. It's up to him. Right?
WTVJ.
Even our middle name is TV.
Yeah, reports that Noel Prince was on his way to sell his wares in Narahana when a man came up to him, snatched his bag that contained $40. The man ran off, allegedly threw a rock at the 12-year-old when he gave chase.
What? Where is this?
Somewhere in Florida. After Prince's mother called 911, officers were able to locate the 59-year-old suspect.
Oh,
what a dick.
This is just for the room, Mr. Michael Hughes, and get Prince his money back.
I knew it.
The man faces charges of robbery and exaggerated battery.
Throw away the key.
Exaggerated, aggravated battery.
I'll tell you what, jury trial, please.
Yeah, who takes money from a 12-year-old?
A 57-year-old down on his luck.
I guess.
Have you tried taking money from an adult? It's way harder. If you're going to take money, 12-year-olds.
That is true.
Yeah.
Adults hit you, they call the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, God. What a jackass.
No joke.
Yeah.
Throw a rock at the kid.
And
Christy's right. You don't know what a big jerk this kid was. Maybe he was, I got money, you don't. Stuff like that.
He didn't have a permit. All those snacks said not for resale right on the package.
They do. They say that, Tom.
Yeah, they do.
They say it can't be sold individually. They all say that.
Okay, well.
And in Missouri, authorities pulled over a would-be UFO driving on Interstate 44.
Huh?
The Crawford County Sheriff's Office said deputies stopped the spaceship-shaped vehicle that was headed to a festival in Roswell, New Mexico.
I've always wanted one of these.
Officers said deputies encountered the, quote, friendly humanoids.
A wacky-shaped
come
car.
in peace and had a brief conversation
That's
about
right.
his out-of-space correction,
Wait a
out-of-state
minute.
registration.
I just Googled
They come
this
in
thing.
peace, Tom.
This thing is wonderful.
Oh, look at that.
It is awesome.
Yeah, it looks like a UFO.
The driver assured deputies he would take care of that issue when he returned to Krypton. The sheriff's office joked that the driver, quote, was also warned about our strict enforcement of warp speed on the interstate and to keep his phasers on stun only while traveling.
This thing looks street legal and the whole thing.
Yeah, because you can see where the grill is in the front. But how would you describe it? It's that
classic.
What is that?
50s.
Steampunk? Is that what it's called?
Oh, the antique looking
industrial.
It looks like it's made of iron and it's.
Well, look, that has better lines of sight than my car. I think. Look at that.
Yeah, there's kind of a dome.
360. Yeah, you got a 360
Oh,
view.
that's hilarious.
Absolutely.
So what was the problem with the thing?
I don't know.
The lack of windshield wipers in the summer might be a bit of a problem.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Well.
In the rain.
It never rains in Florida, right?
I think they pulled him over because they got a call about a UFO on the interstate. Maybe they were just checking it out. Not sure.
That's genuinely cool.
Yeah.
And they were going to Roswell, of course.
That's a heck of a drive from Oklahoma to Roswell, New Mexico, because that's way down there.
Oh. Do you know how fast? You know how fast you were going? A warp speed officer. Okay, thank you. Step out of the saucer. How do you get in and out of that thing? Is what I can't.
I bet the top comes up.
Oh,
Don't
the
you
whole
think?
thing? Yeah, it's like a hatch on a
Right.
submarine or something.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Coming up, we have more horses loose in London. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when two comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Todd's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Todd's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Sky High. Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella stick's precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin. Cheese curds and brats, Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to the show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far. Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with a cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. If you have a Daily Show hat and it's
listening to Bob and Tom Radio 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Does your wife have a nickname for you, or does she call you Reno?
She calls me dumbass, maybe.
I bet she calls
me
like
Reno.
Poot or something.
Has she ever taken liberty with the name Reno and done some Reno the Pinot?
Yeah.
Pinot Grigio?
Take your Pinot.
She does drink Pinot.
I do too.
Grigio
Yeah.
or Noir?
Both.
Yeah, she likes them both.
Hey, Poot, give me some of that box wine while you're up.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. Rise and shine. Up and at 'em. Wake up, sleepyheads. Rise and shine.
Good morning.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful...
Bob and Tom in the mornings.
Christy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
Jeff Oskey over there.
Yes, sir.
That's a nice looking shirt. What is that? A fishing shirt? Is that an outdoorsy shirt? Is that
I don't know.
It is a nice shirt.
My lady got it for me.
You look
She's
like-
tired of me dressing like a bum.
All right. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Learned a new word today.
What was that?
Invented on this show by mistake by Christy Lee.
Oh, meat lump?
Meat lump.
Yeah.
The old meat lump.
Oh, the old meat lump.
Oh, yeah, there you go, the meat lump. But we were talking about a metal hand grenade, but the meat lump you just kind of stumbled over the...
Instead of metal lump, I said meat
speaking
lump.
of meat, you got to grill meat, and we have an interesting story about grilling in the news.
Yeah, a new poll out there finds women are the unsung heroes of outdoor cooking on the grill. According to the poll of 2,000 adults, 50% of adult men and women in America believe that women are not receiving the recognition they deserve for their skills on the grill. Nearly half of respondents believe grilling is a male-dominated activity, but the same number of people agreed that the notion is outdated. 75% of those polled believe grilling should be just as common for women as it is for men, and regardless of who is behind the grill, 75% believe it is an art form.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I'm the griller. My man doesn't grill.
Really?
Nope. Doesn't want anything to do with it.
You noticed it was mainly men until they started installing outdoor kitchens. And then you women, now it'll come out
over?
now that there's a sink and there's all the accompaniments of the kitchen.
It's a sort of a trope in the movies.
What do
Even
you mean?
in The Sopranos, for example.
yeah.
That famous scene, Tony grilling.
You're going to want to flip those. Yeah.
I always thought it was a way for guys to be outside drinking beer while the ladies were inside fixing all the other
I think that's sort
stuff. Yeah.
And
anything where we get to deal with fire and lighter fluid.
Yes.
That's true.
And if you're out there doing it, your man doesn't come out and mansplain. Hey, don't flip that yet.
No. He admits, we've talked about this, he knows absolutely nothing about cooking and does not want to learn at all. Period.
Pat, you didn't used to cook anything.
I still don't really. I use the Foreman grill for Jimmy and a steak or something or salmon.
I put something in the toaster oven the other day, and he goes, "Why are you putting that in the air fryer?" I go, "It's a toaster oven. That's not an air fryer."
You should have had a dummy, you stupid,
you big idiot is what she
stupid
said.
man.
How did he survive? He doesn't cook anything?
How did you survive? Yeah,
Pat didn't
I would go to
cook anything. Yeah, he went to
I live in
restaurants.
hotels.
Yep.
Homeless for 12 years, you know.
Hard-boiled eggs and tortillas. That's what he lives on.
Do you cook a lot? I don't think you do you?
All the time, yeah.
You cook all the time?
Yeah.
He used to cook.
Will you cook today?
He used to cook steak, mushrooms, and spaghetti with red sauce. That's and bacon and eggs.
Chicken.
That's a lot of what I ate growing up.
I've had your chicken. Yeah, that's all right. But that was a long time ago. You still cook the chicken?
Sure.
All right.
I cook all the time.
I don't believe you, but okay.
How would you know?
I know stuff.
Do you cook a lot?
You're so busy.
Do you
no,
cook
I don't
a lot?
cook. God, no.
He
I don't cook.
DoorDashes.
Yeah. I don't cook at all. I try not to.
Ace, do you cook anything other than microwave?
Yeah, I love to cook.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yeah.
I had to when I had to. My mom was always so busy. I would have starved.
So I don't think she would have let her Tommy starve.
No, she wouldn't have done that.
Here, honey, have some cereal.
Now, I do cook. I had cereal yesterday.
I bet you
We
did.
don't have any cereal. We don't eat cereal at our house at all. Do
we
you
have
guys
kids.
eat cereal?
Well, we have
you have
kids, so they like cereal. I cook every
night, yeah.
Like, I like cooking.
Oscar's a great cook.
What's your big dish, Jeff?
I like pasta dishes. I don't know.
Don't you cook every now and then a big heaping bowl of shut the hell up? Don't you? Don't you cook that?
That's pretty. That's on the menu every night.
Oh yeah.
Jeff has done a great job today of portraying his home life in a positive light, talking about how great his lady is.
Yeah.
And then you throw that out there?
What's for dinner tonight?
Yeah, you make it extra, and what time is dinner?
I'll have leftover pulled pork barbecue. I did a 12-pound butt the other day in the oven, and so I'll be eating off that all week.
12-pound ass?
Yeah, I like a nice ass.
I was going to ask about that. Do you guys eat leftovers?
Yeah,
I do, but my lady refuses to.
Man, I don't either. I try. I bring it home from restaurants, and it just sits there. I just don't.
What? Just gets all hard.
I don't. I
love
like
leftovers. You just got to do it a different way. So if you had if you had chicken in like a bowl, let's say, then for lunch, then for dinner, do a chicken sandwich. Mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Make that pulled pork, put it in like a carnitas bowl.
I'll do like pulled pork nachos tonight.
Oh, there you go.
Hell yeah.
Mix it up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, you described yourself as a 5. In my mind, you have just gone up to at least a 5.3.
Well, thanks.
Dude, you reek of being a 7, dude. Get out of town.
Oh, thanks,
You're
Willie.
a straight 7. You're a great dad. You're very funny.
If I was trying to get you, I would be so happy.
Buddy, if you were trying to get me, you wouldn't have to work very hard.
I don't want to ruin
You're
the
a
comedy.
7, kid.
I'd make a good sloppy Joe.
I don't want to ruin the comedy, but you are a diamond in the rough. You've always said
you guys
that.
are. Yeah, stop.
You're really helpful around the house.
We're still talking about Jeff Oskey, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't care what people say about you. I don't care what fans after shows say about you. I don't care what Maggie texts me about you. I don't care about all that. That's all hearsay.
Christy, I know I'm a 5, so I got to bring the cooking. I got to bring the cleaning. I got to bring the laundry. I got to bring all that stuff with me.
A 5.
If I was a 10, I'd be the laziest son of a bitch you've ever met. I wouldn't do anything. I'd let other people do that for me.
Oh, that's interesting theory.
That is
I'll take this on down the road, you'd say.
Exactly.
Oh, fascinating. Now, what else you got over there, Christy?
Here's a bizarre story. A London man says he returned home from abroad to find that his house had been turned into a cannabis farm. Charles Reeves told the BBC that he advertised his property while he worked abroad, but the bogus tenants never paid rent and instead used his property to raise cannabis. Mr. Reeves said he returned to find 11 tons of soil inside his house, holes in the ceiling, and an overwhelming stench. The operation also caused immense structural damage to his family home. According to experts, rental scams linked to cannabis farms are on the rise. The police told Mr. Reeves that he was one of the worst cases they had ever seen. Authorities seized more than 400 cannabis plants from the property with an estimated street value of hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Well, that's why you shouldn't list your house on Air THC. I'll turn it into a grow house every time.
Isn't there a big thing now about people doing that and having huge parties?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
But doesn't this guy have any friends that would check on the house?
Well, it's rural England. I don't know how many.
God.
There's nothing out there but sheep, right?
Yeah, there you go.
That's the way I understand it.
Yeah, I've never been there, but I'm sure that's the way it is.
And the sheep, you can pay a sheep off. You can pay a sheep off.
Yeah.
They look the other way, all their friends.
Sheep and werewolves. That's all that's out there.
Wow. Tell me what's coming up, Christy Lee.
Coming up, we have military horses.
Military horse?
The old those round-heeled broads, the military horse.
The old round.
Military horses are bolting through London again.
They call them wax, which is kind of ironic.
We have a really creepy Amazon fish species that's been discovered with teeth and rhino horns in the news.
Do they still call the female the wax, or is that gone?
What? Wax?
WACS, is that?
Oh, women in the Corps. Women
Air Corps.
Air Corps.
Is that gone?
I think so.
I think it's.
I've never heard of it.
So's but round heel's gone too, but that doesn't stop you. No. Hey, and this won't stop you either, Tom. Raycons everyday earbuds have been upgraded. Did you know that?
I got a pair.
You're darn right you did. You got the royal blue pair, if correct me if I'm wrong.
And I think we also have to emphasize it's not just the colors that have changed. They have upgraded the sound. These are the best earbuds. They stay in your ears. They sound great. They cost half as much as those cute little white ones that keep falling out.
Here's more evidence of what Tom's saying. You also now get active noise cancellation, those gel tips he's talking about, ergonomic design for a perfect fit, and multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and the quick charge function, and weatherproof and sweat resistant. Raycon's everyday earbuds now come in blush violet, forest green, royal blue, classic black, and Raycon's also offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. What are you waiting for? Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off the already low price, plus free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping. Buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when 2 comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Tom's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Tom's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Sky High. Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella stick's precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin, cheese curds and brats. Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to the show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far. Behind me is the infield of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm here to give you some of the fashion do's and don'ts of the biggest party at the race. Let's talk footwear on race day. You want to wear something comfortable, something you can walk in, something not too expensive. My choice, the Nike Air Monarchs. They're in your garage, next to the lawnmower. Your dad wears them. Don't wear this. This is a Croc. I don't care if it's in sport mode. The holes do give you hilarious tan lines, but you don't want to get any trough juice on your little toesies. If you run into a man wearing these, run away. Any man wearing weatherproof boots at the track has a mind for destruction. He washed his face in the trough this morning. He's been drinking Mountain Dew and moonshine since 6 a.m. If you bump into him, give him a go Colts and keep it moving. What to wear on race day. In the morning, it'll be a little colder. This is my favorite piece of clothing that I own. Indianapolis Motor Speedway. No big deal. Any shirt with the name of an alcohol and the word racing is one of the coolest things you can wear here. This one's sort of a deep cut. Rolling Stone shirt. The concert took place at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Colt skier will do, but I say go the extra mile. This is a Colt shirt with a St. Elmo shrimp cocktail. I'm not a big fan of wearing sports jerseys for a team that is out of season. Colts aren't playing, and the Pacers also aren't playing. Quick rule for basketball jerseys at the race. You want to wear your Larry Bird Indiana State jersey? Don't. You want to wear your Reggie Miller jersey? Don't. Rick Smits? Don't. Paul George? Don't think about it. George Hill? Not at all. It's too expensive, too cool, and it's going to get covered in Busch Light. You want to wear a Lance Stevenson jersey. Any Pacer that was here less than 3 years. Maybe a Danny Granger jersey. If you're wearing a basketball jersey, pop it off around lap 50. I hear you. you, Willie, I have a gut. If you're embarrassed about being fat, move to France. This is America and you're allowed to have a gut. You're saying, Willie, I got pimples on my back. I got stretch marks. This time of the year, that's your stars and stripes, my friend. Pop it off and let that flag fly. This is the coolest thing you can wear at the race, an actual Indy 500 shirt. Bonus points if you have an armpit hole or some sort of fraying around the neck. There is one more acceptable shirt to wear to the race. This is what a race fan looks like. Garfield's creator, Jim Davis, is from Indiana. The most famous person from Indiana. Suck it, Greg Kinnear. On race day, you're going to want a nice hat. You can go with an official Indianapolis Motor Speedway hat, or you can go with the cooler Indianapolis 500 hat that I got on 16th Street from a guy selling tacos. Anything with the word Indy on it. I'd recommend a Colts hat or a Pacers hat. The coolest hat you can wear on race day, however, is a Late Night with David Letterman hat. Of course, owner of the Letterman Ray Hall team. I do not want to see a Jay's Garage hat. I don't want to see anything Team Coco. Or if you have a Daily Show hat and it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Do they make a vape you have to light?
No, how would that work? What do you think?
You'd melt the plastic, but once again,
now I have been so high I tried to light my vape, but I've never.
What a great question!
Man, this is not hitting at all.
No, I'm just saying you have
to light the vape, Willie.
I can't get this.
I'm just asking a question.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
The Bob and Tom Show.
I know of two of them, one of them at least, he was as healthy as a damn horse when he went in there. There was another one. They give him a lethal dose of no brains when he come back.
Bob and Tom, more than slightly confused.
Watch your diabetes. Oh, hi. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Your Wilford Brimley.
That's my Wilford Brimley impersonation.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program.
I believe my long morning of waiting is finally over.
Waiting for what?
Are you kidding? Waiting for this.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Chick.
Yeah, baby.
What do you get when you cross a T-Rex with fireworks?
Now, this is interesting. What do you get when you cross a T-Rex and fireworks? I don't know, Ace, what?
Dynamite.
Dino.
Oh.
Ah. Hey, Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
My attitude didn't help.
I hope J.J. Walker didn't listen.
He'd charge you, right? What was it, Pat? You're the one that told me that story. What was it again?
He charges $1,000 if he has to say dynamite.
$1,000.
I think that's the story. Yeah.
Dynamite.
So if he's doing, if he's doing a stand-up comedy show, he won't say dynamite unless you pay him.
Oh no, he hasn't said that for years. Yeah.
Yeah, no. And if you bring it up, he gets really angry.
Boy, does he ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a real jerk.
But he does it on his TV commercial.
Well, they
that's the
probably
only
give
way
him
to
$1
make
million.
money. Yeah.
I suppose, like, I bet Gallagher probably got tired of people surfing him watermelon now that I think about it. Everyone's got their thing. I hope your new thing, Pat, isn't meat lump, since you don't eat meat or anything anymore.
No, I miss it, though.
Yeah. When's the last time you had
a lump of meat? Maybe back in October.
Think you'll go back?
Maybe some fish, wild-caught fish that Jeff and I catch this weekend.
Oh, yeah, we're going fishing.
Are you really?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Don't you guys get enough?
Going fishing.
Yeah.
You guys don't get enough of each other during the week? Here you
Pay Lake?
He
or
brings
is
his guitar. He writes
I
songs.
sing. Oh, my God. Jeff goes, put it away.
Come on. You're scaring the fish.
Are you guys going to a pay lake? Or
No, we don't do
boat? You have a boat?
We don't have a boat.
We shore fish.
Oh.
Then we
You're
have
not
a
going
shore
up to your
lunch. It's
cabin?
great. No, Pat's not allowed at my cabin.
No, I've asked. I ask every other day, and I get that weird look from him. Like he shakes his head.
Call your dad. Hey, Dad, can Pat come? No, he can't. Okay. Love you,
No,
bud.
I'll explain it to him. Okay, bye.
You'd be, Pat, you're fun on vacation. You have your guitar. You can do some...
I sang for your mom back in the day.
What's the go-to? Well, say you're having a romantic evening Does your lady friend, does she like to go outside with the camper?
Absolutely.
The camp, the fire?
She's a big music fan, so she doesn't care for my stuff. She likes Noah Katane. Noah, whatever his name is. No, yeah, I play a lot.
What song of yours does she like?
Song of mine does she like? Recently, it's a song called "Stolen Identity." That's kind of.
Is it a serious song?
No, it's like it got a bit of a twist to it. Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, is that something you can play for us one of these days? Or
I can play for you whenever you like. Yeah.
Okay. Not now, but
why not?
We don't really want.
No,
to
you can do it right now if you want. Do you? Is this?
Can you play that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is based on some true story about your life.
It actually is. Yeah. People think China's listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Yeah, we Google something, they steal our info and get in our accounts at the savings and loan. Hey! My credit's bad, I can't buy a house, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name. Oh, give me a brand new start, yeah. Feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Steal it! My mom, Catherine, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 2 surgeries with insurance. 1 on the back and 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Come on, feel free to steal my identity. Steal my identity. Get my number from Social Security. 209-526-13. Child support's due, you can pay that too. Please steal my identity. BB, steal my identity.
All right.
Yeah.
Great, man.
Thanks.
My favorite part is look at all the stuff we owe.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
I like that.
Well, thank you, Pat. We return to the Silac News Desk starring Christy Lee.
A group of runaway military horses bolted through the streets of central London for the second time this year. The Army said 3 horses had run away after one was spooked by a bus and 2 others tossed their riders. This incident occurred as 5 soldiers from the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment conducted a routine exercise with 6 horses.
The Household Cavalry Regiment?
Yep.
Huh.
Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment.
Mounted Regiment.
Cavalry, mountain, cavalry horses.
Yeah. 1 horse had minor injuries but did not require further treatment. Neither soldier was injured.
I'm curious about the household part. Is that just in the kitchen or upstairs? Is there an upstairs cavalry and a downstairs cavalry?
I don't know. What a weird name.
The scene was reminiscent, but less chaotic than an incident when 5 horses bolted in April and 2 were injured. Yeah, they found him down by the Thames.
Did you see the photograph? You can tell which horse is the one they imported from America. He's the one running on the right side of the street.
Habits.
I mean, I know this is all for show because presumably they don't have horses in combat these days, do they?
I don't know.
I mean, if a bus scares them, what's a bomb going to do?
Right?
Like, I would hope they don't have
Did you see that? There's a very serious movie called All Quiet on the Western Front. There's a lot of horse meat smoking in that one. That's brutal.
Hey, I don't want to upset anybody, but there's a lot of horse meat smoking in that one.
Yeah, it's rough.
Good Lord, man.
You seen that movie?
Yes.
Tremendous. Wow.
You would think that they would get horses that are pretty much trained to be around buses and cars.
Oh, sure they are, but I mean, there's obviously they don't. Maybe not. Maybe they do use them in certain military situations.
I don't know. This is an interesting story. A rainforest animal known as a kinkajou was found at and rescued from a rest stop in Washington State.
This name has always caused me some concern.
Yeah, I know. But they're cute little guys.
They are cute.
It does sound
They're
like
like a flying
it
squirrel.
sounds like the accountant in Pokemon.
kinkajou? Maybe.
State Department of Transportation.
Kinkajou. Okay.
State Department of Transportation said the small animal was spotted climbing a wooden post at a highway rest stop along I-82.
Now, see, it's in the Amazon, right?
South of Yakima, yeah.
And that's the State Department of Transportation for the Amazon. What is that?
No. We're in Washington State.
Oh.
The kinkajou's from the Amazon, but somehow he's in Yakima, Washington.
Well, I thought he was sitting on the old gum tree.
No, that's...
I thought he was hanging out with Yo-Yo.
Kookaburra?
Kookaburra.
These things, they look like creatures from Mars.
They look like flying squirrels, too.
Are they the
fly.
ones with the big eyes?
Yes.
And the weird and the big ears.
They're
and
so cute. The State Fish and Wildlife Department said officials do not know if the kinkajou was dropped off or escaped. The creature, which looks like a cross between a monkey and a tiny bear, was taken to the Point Defiance Zoo and Aquarium in Tacoma.
You know, and they're filled with caramel and peanut butter and filet mignon. They're delicious.
I know.
They live in tropical rainforests from southern Mexico through Brazil.
Read somewhere that do not get them as pets. Apparently.
Well, if you get them as a pet, you better have them in a big room like this.
Have you ever known
like
anybody who have one of those sugar gliders or anything? Yeah.
Oh, I almost was the owner
of a sugar glider.
Well, you can't buy. The only reason you can't buy just one.
You can't.
You have to buy them in pairs because they are like a.
Is it like a legal thing, or like how you can't eat just one ruffle? Is it just
they're a pack animal?
Yeah, and if you only buy one, they'll die of loneliness.
Yeah,
but.
Oh.
This guy at the home show almost had me in a sugar glider for $900 with all the stuff. But then he goes, no, the second one is only $400, but you have to. And I was like, well, I'm out. I was willing to spend $900, but not $1,300.
Can I make a guess? I've got a real inkling that you've dated at least one girl that has a ferret. Would I be right if I said that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Man, you nailed that.
You reek of all deal with a ferret.
Ferrets are, and ferrets are sneaky too. They will steal. They like shiny stuff. They'll
can
steal.
Get anywhere, can't
they?
Watches and jewelry.
I did not like those ferrets.
These
ferrets too.
These sugar gliders are creepy.
Sugar gliders are cool.
But if you stand in like the middle of a room and motion to them, they'll fly right.
And they'll just like stay in your pocket all day.
Yeah.
Like he'll just hang out in your pocket and it pops out and says,
"What?"
and then goes back in your pocket. Yeah. They're awesome.
And they elongate their arms and legs, and they've got like bat wings.
Yeah.
You need a sugar glider.
No,
No,
I'm a dog person. That's it.
Boy, I was at a friend's house over the week. Well, she has baby chinchillas. They're like this big. They're so
you got it.
cute.
You got to get one.
Well, Andy was with me, and he just goes, no.
Yeah.
Well,
if you want husband number 5, no chinchillas.
Here's what you do: withhold sex.
Is that what I do?
Yep.
But they're so cute. So cute. They're only like 6 weeks old. They're only like the size of an apple. They're
if you want this chinchilla, you'll let me have a chinchilla.
There you go. I don't know what you're doing.
Really?
A newly discovered Amazon fish species was named after a Lord of the Rings villain.
Oh, is it Bilbo?
Based on its odd patterning, an international team of researchers found the new species of pacu fish, a piranha relative, that has human-like teeth. Besides its odd teeth, the fish also has a striking orange and black markings, which researchers say resembles the fiery eye symbol for the villain, Sauron.
Is it the Eye of Sauron?
Sauron, that's
it.
What it is? From Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings book and film series.
Are these the fish that look like they have
dentures?
Dentures in their mouth? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really funny.
They're freaky.
They're creepy, awful.
A human face, basically.
I'm trying to find. Yeah, the teeth are the. Yeah, it looks like a pair of buckers. This little
he always refers to those as buckers.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who discovered these?
Some researchers in the Amazon.
Some nerds who likes the Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
So they're probably Brits. So. They recognize the teeth. They're straighter than most of their fellow. These teeth are straighter than most of their fellow citizens.
Necessarily Brits.
Okay.
South African scientists will be injecting rhino horns with radioactive material in an effort to curb poaching.
Sure.
According to CBS News, the country is home to a large majority of the world's rhinos, and therefore it's a hot spot for poaching, driven by demand from Asia, where the horns are used in traditional medicine. James Larkin at the University of the Witwatersrand is leading an initiative that involves putting tiny radioactive chips into rhino horns to make them easier to detect at border posts.
Do they glow in the dark?
He assured the radioactive material's dose is so low it would not impact the animal's health or environment in any way, Tom.
Other than growing a second horn. That might
However, the radioactive material would render the horn essentially poisonous for human consumption.
Yeah, but how are these people going to know that?
20 live rhinos.
If you're stupid enough to think that ingesting rhino horn is going to give you a better erection, you're dumb enough to... Because I'm sure this is being sold in the streets by... Well, I guess the good news is the morons that do this will die, so more good luck.
20 live rhinos are expected to be part of the pilot Rhizotope project. So
Rhizotope?
Rhizotope.
Oh, I get it.
Mhm.
Oh, R for rhino. I see.
RH, Rhizotope.
Oh, wow. That makes me so angry.
Why?
These morons that are killing animals so they can get, some...
Oh, not just the rhinos.
Fake Chinese erection. But that's what it is.
What about the
Chinese erection powder?
What about the piano manufacturers who make
that
ivory
was
out of
a
the keyboard?
long time ago.
Got rid of that.
Well,
I got one of the last ones right here.
That's right.
Oh, yeah?
A keyboard cost of $8,000.
Tom paid
But just for middle C.
That's right. That's all it works.
Key.
Yeah.
Could we start like an underground rumor that ingesting rhino horn causes total impotency and premature death or something?
If there's this much demand for it, it must do something, right?
Yeah.
The placebo effect is very powerful.
That's true.
I don't want to stick my nose into any sort of rhino smuggling. What if they, you don't know how long their reach is. They might, hey, we heard what you're talking about. You might want to shut up. Or we're going to put a rhino horn in your back tire.
Yeah, this goes all the way to the top. Illuminati,
Yeah.
P. Diddy.
Is there a Chinese mafia?
Could we do this
I
to?
think there is.
Could we do this to catalytic converters?
I don't know what's the deal on those. But yeah,
Why do people steal those all the time?
people love catalytic converters?
Because they sell them for like $200 a converter because of all the precious metals inside of it.
Really?
Yeah, there's like some sort of nickel or something.
Yeah, is there a way we could do something to those, like make them radioactive?
I guess there's a
Probably
way.
not, huh?
You know what we found? There's a will, there's a way.
You know what? Get a garage. Lock your car up. How about that?
No. I'm just saying if there's something like the rhino thing, if they could, in some way they'd know. I mean, obviously there's a huge market for them, but if you disassemble them, they explode in your face.
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, you would think with like Apple AirTags and stuff by now, they could just embed one into the catalytic converter.
Yeah. Do all cars
they could
have those?
Yes. All gas cars.
Oh.
Except for Cadillacs.
No?
Not ironic.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's Cadillac converter, right?
In Denmark, they're imposing a carbon tax on gassy cows and other livestock. Farmers will be taxed for the greenhouse gases, such as methane, emitted by their cows, sheep, and pigs. Taxation Minister Jeppe Bruus.
Jeppe?
Jeppe. Jeppe.
Yo, Jeppe! Oh, man. Jeppe, how's that cow fart coming?
Said the measure aims to reduce Danish emissions by 70%.
How do they measure it?
The law is the first of its kind in the world, Tom, since
With
a similar
a
law
meter?
passed in New Zealand was removed.
So Jeppe's out in the field.
That's right.
Due to
with this
heavy
gas
criticism.
Standing there holding up this.
Yeah. That's
Methane
exactly right.
meter?
And he can't add to it.
This is dumb. Why are we taxing the people that make food? Those are the people we need the most.
Exactly.
Let's let them keep their money so they can keep growing us food so we can all eat.
Yeah, I'm with you, buddy.
Keep this out of here. Denmark or Sweden or wherever. One of those countries.
Yeah, you lousy Ruskies.
Yeah. Why do you guys look like us, but you talk funny?
Yeah.
Get out of here. I don't like that.
You Dane bastard, you.
Thank you.
Could they give the animal some kind of, I don't know, gas X or some flatulence preventative?
Maybe.
Do you think if he had gas, it would throw the meter off? I bet it would. Right?
What does the meter look like? Like
It's just a big nose.
Like a big dome you put over
It's a big nose with a little needle on it that goes to the right. It's stinky, and to the left, it smells great.
What if it looks like
roses?
an uninflated whoopee cushion, and then the more farts it collects, it just gets bigger and bigger, and then to test it, you just squeeze it and it farts for like 10 minutes.
I love it.
There you go.
Or you could burn it off.
Yeah.
You know, like when you drive by a factory and they've got those flames coming out of the smokestacks.
Oh yeah.
So you just keep a pilot light on the back of your cow.
Yeah.
And then
A little tea light.
That'd be cool.
Just have a book of matches. Follow your cows around, right?
Oh, I think it'd be great if it was some kind of every night at a certain time it would go off. Wait till it gets dark. Yeah, we're gonna be there at 9:30. The fart lighting starts. Yeah.
Why they can float up like those Chinese balloons that you
Oh, even better idea.
I've never seen that work. You're saying you light a fart, it lights up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen that in
It
a party.
does.
I've never seen it either.
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah. You can. There's tons of it online. You can find it right this second.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
My college roommate lit his underpants on fire in 909B Carmen Hall.
But you've told me lots of stuff, and about half of it's true. I don't
You want me to get him on the phone?
I would love to get him on the phone. Yes.
Okay. That can
I'll
be
give you
done.
$5. You get him on the phone.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, well, he lives in Canada right now, so might be a little early. Western Canada, by the way. Right now, to make that, I don't want to get someone. Hey.
Hey.
By the way, I want to tell you about the Weber Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking about grilling all day.
That's right, Tom.
And a movement to make sure that the ladies get credit for their fine work grilling as well.
Mm-hmm.
And remember,
Let's not get
if ladies
carried
didn't grill, there'd never be a vegetable on the grill. Fill the grill, light up the party with Weber. The Weber Sear Wood Pellet Grill. You can smoke, roast, and sear all on the same grill from Weber. You go from low and slow on smoke boost mode at 180 degrees all the way to high heat sear at 600 degrees.
That'll sear it.
It's got the full great sear zone, and that, of course, leads us to Clint Searwood. Good to see you, Clint. How's it going?
Master Griller. I'm good, Tom.
Are you going to put?
you?
I'm sorry.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How many Weber grills you got?
Well,
I've lost count. I thought I had 5 or 6.
Okay.
Confusion.
And all the
I'm not
heat
sure.
of the 600 degrees from the high heat sear, you lost count. The full great sear zone, you can put more food on that baby, so you can have food for everybody. The grill is hot in 15 minutes. Cleanup is extra easy with all the new Weber grills. Add a heavy-duty rotisserie or rust-resistant griddle insert. See what I'm talking about at Weber.com. Check out, among others, the great Weber Searwood Pellet Grill.
That's right.
Again, check it out. Weber.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, it's our history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in beautiful Appleton, Wisconsin, this July 5th and 6th. Co-headlining is when 2 comedians that aren't good enough to headline on their own come together to kind of do a good job. Tom's Kid Ad, take 18. Both shows are at 7 p.m. Please come hang out. We'd love to hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm drinking cheese curds. That was the good take, you idiot. Tom's Kid Ad, take 19. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold from the Bob and Tom Show. I'm going to be co-headlining Sky High. Tom's Kid Ad, take 34. Hi, I'm Sam Griswold. I'm going to be co-headlining Skyline Comedy Club in Appleton, Wisconsin with my friend Colin Unger. My favorite things in the world are the state of Wisconsin stand-up comedy and the beautiful, delicate cheese curd. A cheese curd is like the mozzarella stick's precocious, younger, a little hotter cousin. That sounded weird. One more on that. Wisconsin, cheese curds and brats. Willie and Colin and astronauts. Hey, I'm Willie Griswold, and me and my friend Colin Unger are Wisconsin, July 5th and 6th. Come see Willie and Colin in Appleton. That rhymed. Come hang out. If you come to a show with a sunburn, you get in for a little bit cheaper. That's not true. I think that was probably the best one we got so far.
But yeah, we're going to do one right now. This is a song about, well, some things that kind of went wrong a while back.
Oh.
Completely original number. Hope you like it. My heart is
Ladies and gentlemen, the Electric Amish, our house band today here in the Bob and Tom program. Thank you very much, fellas. Take
Thank
5.
you.
Start making furniture.
Maybe later we'll play another Alice Cooper song called Mules Out. You can play that.
And Graber, Alice Cooper is not a female barrel maker.
What?
Yeah, I know. I thought maybe.
You're thinking of the wrong lady, Josh.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Attention Fergler shoppers and Bob and Tom listeners, this is Ernie Fergler. Tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show, you'll probably hear the kids back in screen doors pull another prank on me. But that's okay. It makes it a lot easier for me to decide who's going to have shopping cart corral duty. This is Ernie Fergler reminding you that's tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Attention Fergler shoppers and Bob and Tom listeners, this is Ernie Fergler. Tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show, I'll be... Oh, hold on just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some... Just read this. Okay. Is it Irma? I'm. Would the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack... Okay, fine. This is Ernie Fergler reminding you that's tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
The Indianapolis Zoo.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's that time for our history lesson, is it not? Is that correct?
Yeah, we always learn me something, Tom.
July 2nd. No more June. We're done with June.
That's right. Birthday month.
A couple days deep in July already, Tom. What are you going to do? What do you got over there, bud?
Oh, wow. I remember this. This is interesting. In 1843, see if any of you guys remember this, according to a local newspaper clipping that you can still see, an alligator fell from the sky in Charleston, South Carolina.
An alligator?
Mm-hmm. What year?
1843. Now, admittedly, that sounds like a crock. No, that's true, yeah. You've heard the stories about fish falling from the sky and other...
Well, but they scoop the water to...
some sort of plane or scooping water.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, but there's a famous story about an alligator in Charleston, South Carolina.
Just fell from the sky.
Maybe we have someone listening there right now that can...
Kind of a downdraft.
Confirm this.
Kind of a hurricane or a downdraft, and then they picked up an alligator. And
probably maybe. How about this one? Speaking of flying, 1937... This is a question for, you'll get this easy, Chick. Okay, I'll try you, Mr. Oskey.
Well, no, give it to Chick. I won't get it easy. Try it.
1937, Amelia Earhart and her navigator...
Ponce de Leon.
No.
Nice.
No. Fred Noonan.
Fred Noonan. Disappeared while flying over the Pacific Ocean.
Hey, she was a part of the faculty at Purdue.
Yes, she was.
Amelia Earhart.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
do you know that?
Well, speaking of great
took
women.
Off from every now and then.
Great women. In 1979, the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin was first issued.
That's right.
It's considered a flop. It was.
And what was your nickname for it that no one else used that you insisted everyone else used it?
It was called the Butch Buck.
I don't think that was ever.
Oh, it's pervasive.
Pervasive.
The use of that term. It's just not a good coin. It never was. I mean, it's a
I
word
think they're
certainly
cool
worthy.
coin. I think they're, how many?
It was confused with quarters.
It was a decahedron or something.
And ironically, was only worth 72 cents.
That's actually kind of a progressive joke when you think about it.
Yeah.
Pointing it out. So good work there.
Yeah, okay.
Your heart's in the right place.
One of my favorite movies of all time, 1980. The movie Airplane premiered.
Great film.
In 1980.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I knew nothing about that movie. I went and it was, for some reason, on a double bill with the original movie, The In-Laws.
Oh,
two of the greatest, funniest movies ever.
When it cuts back and you remember that the cab driver's meter is running the whole time. Oh, my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Remember, wasn't there some senator of the day that was waiting in the cab, too? Like Sam Ervin or something. It wasn't Sam Ervin.
Right. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Dave Thomas, 1930. This is the Wendy's founder.
Guy? Oh.
He might have been a square, but he was a great man.
Man, makes
square burger patties.
Yeah, thank you.
That was a good burger.
Yep.
And he was a big promoter of adoption and a really good guy. Really good. Happy birthday, Larry David, comedian, actor. Happy birthday, Jose Canseco. Remember?
Really?
Yeah. 1964.
Didn't he shoot his thumb off at the kitchen table, cleaning his gun or something?
There was some issue.
Yeah, didn't he date Madonna or something at one point?
Yeah.
I remember one point he had a brother that looked just like him, and at one point he sent his brother to a celebrity gig.
Sure, Jose and Jose B, right?
Yeah.
And he also was a Bigfoot guy. Remember, wasn't he the one that was doing group expeditions to find Bigfoot?
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Okay. You mentioned this guy the other day, 1984, the birthday of Johnny Weir.
Was he Superman?
He's gigantic hat guy.
Bobby Weir's brother?
Big
Weir?
ornate hat guy.
Skater.
Oh, yeah, Josh loves him.
Yeah.
He wears flamboyant hats.
Right, very big hats.
Crazy
hats.
Yeah. Cam Newton's like, dial it back.
Yeah, take it easy, buddy.
Is he doing the summer games?
I hope so.
There are no,
I can't imagine
there's no skating.
I know, but I mean, he's so great that he could do something else.
I have not heard. I don't know.
Breaking, maybe. He should do breaking.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did you see the special on that?
Are you kidding me? Why? Why did you watch it? Were you tied to a chair? That's what you tell me.
It was just a piece about it's no longer called break dancing.
Yeah.
They also said that it may only be this Olympics. It may not.
One and done, baby.
Really?
It's too good for the world.
May not catch on.
Well, I mean, you were telling me that apparently it's big in other countries because it's so.
Oh, it's huge. Like Japan, like it's huge in Europe.
I'd imagine
really
Eastern Europe, they love tracksuits over there. So
oh, yeah.
I love a nice tracksuit, though.
Yeah.
I do.
You're wearing one today.
Do you have the pants that match that jacket?
I do, yeah. I've got it all, man.
Can you do a backspin?
I can't do a backspin.
Do you have a big gold chain?
I do, yeah.
Can you wear a dookie rope while breakdancing?
I have many, many dookie ropes. I have a closet full of dookie ropes.
Chick, can you do this, the pose?
Yeah. Yeah! Oh, yeah. I do it all the time.
I see.
You can't tell me apart from Ron. Is that Chick or Ron?
Yeah.
It's Chick. No, it's Ron. You had me. See?
The Reverend Chick. Okay, thank you very much.
Reverend Ron.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate it, and thanks for joining us.
Appreciate what?
You being here. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.